Welcome.
Hey
What is
y'all.
up?
Welcome.
Bonjour.
Hello, it's Wednesday. Welcome to Wicked Game. My name is Lydia, and I'm running this game of Dungeons and Dragons for these people and you guys. And by these people, I mean the lovely Nikki will be playing the Bard Fox, Michelle, who will. We don't know. We don't know. I don't control her anymore. She does as she pleases.
I do what I want.
She's trying a new thing. And Tom, who will be playing the Warlock, Arlen. If you are new here, you are so very welcome.
Hi.
We're just getting started in a new campaign, so this is a great time to drop in. These guys are just level 1 and hoarding backstory, so everything is still to discover. If you are not new here, hello again. It's good to see you. It's good to not see you or really hear you, but it's good to know you're there. I hope that you enjoy the game. If you're a mod, what up? You guys being in chat, I always say it, but I really do mean it every time, means that we can focus on the drama. So thank you very much for that.
Drama is a combination of dragons and llamas.
Drama. If you are watching from YouTube, hello. We see you. We appreciate you.
We see you.
We're watching.
So threatening, Lydia.
We're not watching you. You're watching us.
Unless you've got a plaster over your camera, we're watching you as well.
Don't say that.
The deep
We've
state
just lost.
isn't really about surveillance. It's more about us making sure you're enjoying our D&D content. That's kind of the whole CIA, the lot of it. It's just like, did they laugh?
Yeah, we're just tracking your facial movements as you watch the game. That's all. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. Speaking of YouTube, the first episode of Library of Lives Spent will be up on Sunday. So if you missed it, or if you want to listen again, I'm sort of hoping that this has that kind of feel that you can re-listen to them if you want to like relax or go to sleep. I mean, you know, for your viewing pleasure, the tragic tale of Dempsey Gaddell. If you just want a little bedtime story about a young man and his anger, walking himself into his own downfall, you know, then if that's how you want to relax of an evening, that's what I provide for you.
And don't feel weird about falling asleep to it. We make Lydia kill NPCs so that we could fall asleep too. So, you know, it's just everyone gets to share in it now.
Yes. Death is my gift. You know what? I'm not going to own that one, actually.
That kind of goes hard, to be fair.
Someone get me the nameplate necklace that just says "Death is my gift." The next episode is going to be the 6th of August in the evening. So tune in for the next fantasy short story that may
Spoilers.
or may not.
It's going to be good.
may not also be kind of sad, or it could not be. Who knows? I'm not.
Lydia's unreadable. Who knows what kind of story she likes to tell?
She does have multitudes. We just haven't seen them yet.
I do have multitudes of ways to kill people.
It could be happy when some people die.
Yeah. Also, our episodes of the game come on, try that again. Our City of Mist episodes, which is run by a dear friend, Josh, will be appearing on YouTube on Fridays, so look out for that as well. I love this story so much. Josh really knocked the storytelling out of the park with this. So not only is he introducing a new system to us, but he's just such a good storyteller, so it's really fun.
Also, all of our friends that are so far wide away, like, you get to indulge in a little bit of Norfolk folklore.
Yes.
Which, you know, I would say it's heavily influential on Lydia and Tom and Michelle and Josh. So, you know, get stuck in. Like, it's
folklore.
Yeah. Folklore. You know, and as we always like to do, but we don't mean it any less, just because we say it a lot, we highly recommend Some Other Heroes if you are looking for more D&D goodness, and if you're looking for podcast D&D goodness and pastry goodness, we recommend Dice and a Slice, which has both Josh and Tom. I don't know what else you could want.
I do.
I honestly thought you were going to say, and if you do want some D&D badness,
stick around. Nikki, roll the thing. No. I think that's everything. So let's have previously on Wards of the Vale. 3 strangers met on a festival day in a tiny little village. They ate eel pie, they played music, they made their wishes to the crone, the symbol of ancient magic. Most importantly, though, they saved the village from tiny fey creatures that had crawled through a tear between the veil of the plane's existence known as a slip. They were offered a space by the hearth for the night, and when they woke, they found that one of their trio had left, stolen away into the night. Never to be seen again. New character. Fox and Arlen, though, they left the village. Fox with a kind of like burning sense of we must see if she's all right, and Arlen with the like, okay, I'm along. I guess. Mm-hmm. They left the village and they headed towards the nearest town, which is sort of where they were going anyway. So it worked out. And that town promises a tavern and more people, perhaps information that they're looking for. On their travels, they have some interesting discussions. They they came across some dead crows, but as they approached the town, they were attacked by strange creatures that not only attacked with these powerful clawed hands, but said some pretty heinous things as well. Truly problematic creatures. Nasty.
Oh God, is Michelle going to be playing 14 hags?
Call that a baker's cousin. Coven. Fuck!
Fuck that.
I properly did not stick that landing.
Oh my
I'm on a skateboard, I've broken both legs. Jesus.
Anyway, so wait, get back on track. Where was I? They actually resisted the psychic slings and arrows from these creatures pretty well, which I think speaks highly of their mental fortitude. But they did run for their lives to get into a tavern, and the people within did not trust them at all. They weren't sure about letting them in. It actually, I think, took a spell of charming to get them to open the door, and once they're inside, they weren't forthcoming with information. It was only really when Arlen overheard other people whispering that they feared that even worse things had happened than they'd already thought. So the next day they leave, they're walking away from town, they're walking, and then they find themselves somehow approaching that same town again. Somehow they've either circled back around. Something is very wrong with Old Bloodstock. Nikki, roll the thing.
I don't know where I am.
Dawn Phalon. A fertile land of lush, rolling hills, woodland bursting with life, and mountain ranges that hold glittering waterfalls and hidden lakes. But in this virile land, the veil between this plane and others is as thin as the ancient paper its histories are written on. For as long as time has been recorded here, children have been raised to fear the slips, tears in the veil that expose Dawn Phalon to places of wild, elemental, dark, or magical forces. The very thing that makes this relatively small country as abundant as it is also what makes it so dangerous. The year is Era of Enlightenment 67. It has been nearly 70 years since the fall of the monarchy. But Dawn Valon is beginning to thrive again, ruled over by a high courtier, 12 people representing each facet the kingdom holds dear. So while not all life in this place is fair, it prides itself on leading the way in democracy. 3 lives will cross paths in this beautiful land. 3 people will grasp at futures worthy of those who came before. 3 souls carving their own destiny with blade and bravery, with gifts taken and given, and in the name of gods and kin. So, you are walking back into town. And you have just realized that this is the same town that you just left.
Okay. What the fuck's this?
I mean, I don't mean to be smart, but it's Bloodstock, and I imagine some kind of magic fuckery. I think we need to have a word with the gentleman who owns the tavern.
Fuck's sake. Okay, fine. Yeah, lead the way.
Interesting question. The young girl we spoke to on our way out said that she saw our friend, but our friend doesn't seem to be anywhere around, so...
Well, unless she just didn't get into the tavern, so...
I mean... That's a dark future, and let's hope that's not the case. But
I'm not saying she's dead. I mean, she could be dead, to be fair. I'll be honest, I've been half expecting to see her corpse on the side of the road for this entire time. Like, she was good in a fight, but... You know what I mean? I mean, when the crows came, I was just like, that's it. It's going to be that same dagger, just without any eyes.
well,
Do you know what I mean?
I do. I'm sort of picking up what you're putting down, as they say. But let's not call those the great expectations, and let's hope for something greater. I will say this though: the gentleman in the tavern didn't seem too warm with me, so he you might have to lead the way on this one. He's yes, it's.
I sort of give you a pat on the arm and say, I mean, look, Jesus Christ. How much fucking muscle you got on? How much do you eat for that? Fucking hell.
I sort of, as much as I can, try to stay away from too much wheat.
Oh, good for you. Good for you. Look,
It's canon. Fox is gluten intolerant.
He's just on Atkins.
look, I'll be honest. I don't think he was friendly to anyone. I mean, they did say. I did overhear them saying that will be part of the community soon enough. But
See, normally when people say that, it's sort of like a positive promise, like, you'll be part of the family soon, and it's sort of a situation where you're like, well, maybe.
I see. I've heard more kind of one of us kind of thing. To be fair, so we come from different places. So.
Yes, it's almost violently different. Well, should we head to the door and see if they I don't know why they just didn't say something. Feels rude in a way.
You're walking along that path. You see a couple of people in the working in the fields, and you are once again heading towards the back end of the tavern. Do you go in through the front door? You're just gonna stroll in? There's like people milling about.
if there are people sort of like coming in and out kind of thing, I think I'd be tempted to just walk in. But if it doesn't seem to be the done thing, obviously I'll give it a knock.
Fox is giving the little sort of like eye up, like wave / like familiar like head nod to all of these people, attempting to look completely unfazed by the fact that he's left through one end and like he's out south and in north. Like it's
yeah, you go back in to the pub, and there is Balbo and Rohanna Beasley just sitting at a table eating some bread and butter, and they kind of stop and look over at you.
Morning. Can you just... First of all, thank you for letting us stay last night. Secondly, the fuck is up with just this?
I thought you were leaving.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we did too. So.
Try again.
I feel like that's not gonna work.
Try.
What was it last night? What happened?
On your way.
I don't think that's what happened, though, was it?
I mean, it's very expressly not what happened because we are back here and not on our way.
You're right there.
Sorry, I'm just trying not to let spooky music just come into this conversation and make it seem more sinister than it already is.
Spooky music is the name of one of the bards.
Get out of here, Spooky. And Michelle, can you describe your new character?
So spooky is.
Just a Bonnie Jones ripoff.
Look, roll insight first, and then after, either one of you could go ahead and roll persuasion. I don't really...
I think at this point, like, anyone within half a mile can see Arlen's kind of patience being tested a little bit. I rolled a 13 on the dice. What is my insight? Plus 3, 16.
Okay. Balbo's pretty, like, shut down. But you see Rohanna, this, like, red-headed, green-eyed, half-elf, you know, she's probably around 45. She's trying to read you guys. Like, you can see her eyes are, like, flicking to the both of you and trying to, like... Especially when you just, like, you're seeming a bit exasperated by him going, away you go. But Balbo's very much like, hit the road.
Look, and I addressed this to Rohanna. Look, Bloodstock seems like an absolutely beautiful place. Take no offense to this. I don't want to be here. So, in the nicest possible way, the sooner you tell us what's going on, the quicker we'll be out of your hair.
She stands up and walks over to you and, like, puts her hand lightly on your shoulder and looks directly into your eyes and says, just try one more time.
Okay, fine. Why not? You know, repetition is, after all, the clear vision of sanity.
She like looks back at her at Balbo and then just does a like toodaloo kind of thing with her fingers.
I kind of look at Fox and go, see, it's no one, to be fair.
I'm never against the morning walk, so we can go round the roundabout again, and best case scenario we're out, worst case scenario we can knock on the door, they can say the same thing again, we can get slowly more agitated.
Aye. Cool. Great. Brilliant. Thank you ever so much for your hospitality. It's been perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Rohanna's just like smiling at you just fractionally as you're leaving. And turns around, you just sort of hear her voice as you're like walking out of the tavern and she says to Balbo, I like them. And are you gonna do what you said, or are you just leaving the tavern? What's your next move?
The remains that were left on the gallows, are they any further along, or have they been moved?
They're gone. Yeah, they've been cleaned
so they
up.
have been moved, right.
Yeah. There's somebody scrubbing the like wood planks of the gallows.
Interesting. Sort of a depressing affair, really. The whole those little creatures saying all sorts of nastiness, and then nearly getting locked out of the tavern, and then finally leaving after sort of an evening of cold shoulders, and then kind of looping back around to start the whole sordid thing off again.
It sounds fantastic. As Arlen's just sort of like rolling another cigarette, sort of squinting up at the sky, and says, puts it in his mouth and says, speaking of mean things, there were some pretty mean things that were said about you, huh?
I mean, I'm more than happy to have this conversation, but are you?
I mean, right, fuck it, let's go. And Arlen starts.
We could save this for another conversation, maybe over a drink.
Starts sort of trudging down the path like an angry kind of teen that's been sort of told that they have to go on the Sunday walk kind of thing.
It's Christmas Eve tradition. We have to go for a walk.
Is
I've just
there?
got toys.
Is there? Are you literally just trying to walk it because they told you to? Or are you doing anything different with this attempt?
Arlen, see if you can see. Keep an eye out for the little one who said they saw Dagger. Maybe there's some more to that, but I think the sooner we if we make haste for the border, and then it either happens again or it doesn't, and then progress.
Yeah, progress. Look, I'm just saying you owe me like about 3 pints at this point. I wouldn't be here if you hadn't dragged me along on your heroism. I'm just saying.
Do you know what? I think 3 pints for a tenth of a good deed is more than fair.
I can take it in silver if you want.
I mean, I'd prefer to pay in pints, but if things become constrained, I would absolutely happily pay you in coin.
All right, have it your way.
Roll perception, Arlen.
That was an 8 on the dice. Plus... so that's an 11.
You don't know.
No daggers.
We're leaving the same way we left last time.
It's like it's late morning now. It took you it must be like noon. You woke fairly early. Doing the full circuit of the walk took a couple of hours. So it's lunchtime now. It's a nice day. It's actually Arlen, you're actually feeling kind of warm in that coat.
Yeah.
Aren't you warm in that?
Dank.
Look, I'm fine. It's better to have it. than to not, I guess.
I feel the same way about my coat.
How?
Well, if I didn't have it, I'd be entirely topless, and that's just...
Hey, but you pretty much are already.
This is a bit more titillating. If you're entirely shirtless, it's sort of, you know, all there for the world to see.
Right. Okay. He does just give you that kind of like bombastic side eye. Just like a... Okay then.
And you walk side by side along the overgrown path. South. No, not south at all, but west. I always get this muddled because I have now made maps that make it feel like it's north, but it's not. It's west. And as the afternoon draws on, and like if you're just walking the road,
Yeah.
time passes, and then there is that field with cabbages.
Oh, you fucking... It's here again.
Right, let's make haste for the tavern, because I have the feeling that they're going to tell us to do it again in the hope that we get caught by those absolute rotters from the other night.
I'm taking the piss, honestly.
And some.
So what are you actually going to do when if we find Dagger alive and Dagger just goes, all right, thanks a lot for finding me, I guess. I'm going to carry on going my own way. Like, what happens then?
Well, in my mind, that's not how that plays out.
What, so she just falls into your arms and goes, my hero, or what?
No, it's more of a, I'm so glad you came to find me. I was lost. Let's all go back to the tavern. Let's have a drink. I can tell you about what I've been up to. You can tell me about what you're up to. We form lifelong friendships, and then in years to pass, we meet in some wayward tavern along a crossroad, and we pick up like old friends, as if not a day has gone by.
Absolute fantasy land. Jeez. Jeezy peeps.
Well-known street food in Ellenthea.
Cheesy peeps.
Yeah, you head towards the town. Those people that were laboring in the fields are still there laboring. And you are heading back towards the tavern in New Stride.
Any chance there's a ritualistic hanging going on?
Nope.
Cool. That's that theory out the window.
All right, it's your turn to speak to these fuckers. I'm done.
Fox is gonna knock and then push the door open and be like, "Honey, we're home."
Oh, I wish I didn't say it was your. Don't mind, that's fine.
There's a few more people in there now. A couple of people just sort of tending to some food, discussing things. Somebody reading a book by the hearth, and there is Balbo and Rohanna behind the bar.
Fox is gonna go and just take a stool by the bar.
Arlen's just gonna stand at some point, like close to the door, just kind of stand there, hands in pockets.
Afternoon.
Afternoon.
Do they look surprised?
No, they're not surprised, but they are still like trying to read you both. Like everybody in the place has put down what they were doing, and they're like watching you.
Could perhaps get a drink? It's getting late, and if we're going to do this, we're probably going to have to stay again this evening, if that's okay.
Okay. They
That'll
bring
be
you.
cute, please.
They bring you 2 ales, not right up to the the kind of not standard pints, but a little bit of ale in each
So it
tankard
doesn't
for
come in
you.
pints, is what you're saying.
And
Fine. What's your metric of measurement for drinks, Lydia?
a palm, of course.
Horrendous.
Hand pints, but in a cup, like any civilized person. And they also give you a 2 little plates with thick slabs of white bread with like thick butter on the top.
It's just, I appreciate this is probably a delicate situation, and strangers walking into it makes everything a bit more difficult. It's worst case scenario, additional mouths to feed. Trust me, I have no wish to shake up the status quo in a place that doesn't want to be shaken. I would really like to better understand what's going on here, so that I might be better placed, and my friend here, to resolve and or just leave.
We ask people to try several times so that by the time we talk to you, you know that everything has been tried.
Okay.
There is no way out of Old Bloodstock. This is it. We live the same day over and over. And every night they come. And by morning, they're gone. If you'd like the longer version, we can give it to you. But you can see why, if we told you last night that you're going to spend the rest of your life in this town, let me put it this way. We've learned the hard way that perhaps more dangerous than the creatures that eat us alive are newcomers. Frightened newcomers that do not accept that they will never see anywhere in this fair land again but Old Bloodstock.
Just out of interest, the person on the gallows last night.
Don't bellow, do come over.
Oh, so I have you. I mean, it's not quite filled, so I don't think this counts as one of the 3, but there is a drink here for you.
It doesn't, but thank you. Look, just out of interest, the person on the gallows last night, was that an elven-looking female? Kind of grumpy?
Purple hair?
No, it was a man, a human man.
Okay, I'm just checking. Could be still alive, who knows?
What do you mean? I'm quite sure they're not. We buried the remains of
No,
them.
sorry. This fellow over here, sorry, fella?
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Fella over here has got us chasing after a girl, and we were just wondering whether she'd been...
I would put your dreams of romance to one side, for if she isn't here, you'll never see her again.
Well, shite. Sorry about that.
I mean,
Oops.
the situation's a tad misconstrued, but that's beside the point. The person on the gallows, I assume, was a newcomer that didn't quite understand or kind of feel the gravity
Not
of the
completely
situation.
not completely new, but keeping one's spirits up is very hard here. And I find that in the first 5 years, people tend to go in cycles of despair. And he took one of the stones to run out into the night and left some people vulnerable, and those people were killed. And
Warding
we
stones by
enacted
the
justice.
door.
Mm-hmm. look, come with me. We still have some daylight. I'll introduce you to some people. You can decide whether you're tavern or church, and we can get on with what you bring to the village, with what you bring to the town.
I just I do want to just sort of just so you know, my intent is not to do anything reckless so that it would endanger any of you, and I appreciate what I'm about to say is just going to have you take pity on me, but I don't intend to resign my fate in this place, at least not just yet. So, you know, think me a fool all you would like, but I have reason to believe somebody has passed through this town, or at the very least come and not left, but remained undetected. So...
What was your name again?
My name's Fox.
Fox, I don't pity you, I fear you. Because it is people who don't accept their fate that kill the rest of us. We've lost so many people because every newcomer thinks there's an answer that hasn't been found yet, and they put us all in danger. But I cannot hurry your thoughts and your process.
I do have, one question. Is it that the newcomers seek to harm you themselves, or they do things that inadvertently put you in harm?
That has been the case. Often people are angry and they lash out, but more often than not, they become fixated with trying to fix the problem, and this has been our lives for a long time.
Okay.
So
I like I said, I'm not so resigned as to live my life in Bloodstock forever, at least not yet. But please know that I have no intent on, at least without conversation, touching or otherwise moving the warding stones, and I have absolutely zero intent in harming any of the people of this village.
Well, this is the town square. The drinking fountain connects to the well beneath. There are, we're actually fairly well plumbed. There is a well beneath the ground, and that connects through to the tavern as well, and also to the font in the church. These houses, well, they still have belongings in them, but people don't stay in them overnight because we don't have enough warding stones. So we tend to just lock them up and close them up every evening. We have the family. Let me just let me introduce you to some people. And she starts beckoning a couple of people over. You know that I am Rohanna, and my husband is Balbo. Over in those fields over there, I'll introduce you properly when they come in for their meal this evening. But that's Maddock and his husband Silas, and they look after May, who I think you may have seen in the tavern last night. She is the sea elf child. This is Ida, and there's a dark blue skinned Triton woman walking towards you, who has like a really rusty looking sword tucked into her belt, and is like this pretty sturdy, like Amazonian shaped woman who's like walking up going, "Hey, yep. How many times did they go around before they were ready?" And Rohanna's like, "Oh, they just did the twice, and I think they were ready, but we will see." And she like holds her hand out and is like, Ida.
Fox, it's a pleasure. This is Arlen.
Arlen?
It's almost as if my name is my own. But hey, yeah, I guess I'm Arlen. Yeah.
Well, I'm Ida, and I'm not really a Custer, but I'm about as close as it gets. We've had a lot of Custers die, so I'm like, you know, a whisper of the training. I'm the best that... Well, anyway, I do my best. Yeah. Well, on with my round. And she like walks on awkwardly.
Yeah, I think Arlen's just been sort of like sipping the beer and just sort of like listening, kind of
Do you take your beer with you? Because you've been walked out of the tavern and you're
for
walking.
sure.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure. Eyes just
Bag
in
in one hand and like
entire-
beer in the other, just walking in the.
Just the entire time, eyes on the distance, just kind of like, I guess we're here. Just thinking, for fuck's sake, why did I let this pretty man convince me to fucking go gallivanting with him? What the fuck is?
I also just really enjoyed that Arlen has gone, I'm resigned to my fate to live in this village forever. 3 beers? I think that's fair play. That's the value Arlen puts on his life.
You start like walking around, and Ida starts talking to you. She sort of she introduces you. She sort of points people out, but you see she's taking a meandering stroll. So it was maybe 18 years ago. I shall have to pick your brain about what the actual date is, but the ground shook in this one day in the summer. We thought it was the end of the world for a moment, and we lost a quarter of our town. And that evening, the monsters came for the first time. They killed so many people. There was just no stopping them. So strong, and they ripped through all the houses, just ripping the doors off their hinges. And when they killed people, they seemed to eat the flesh from their bones. So many people died. And back then we had a Custer and we had a Yorick. They reported to the Vector in Orsrest. But we lived, those were dark times. We lived for a few years. We dug holes in the ground and we hid. And we hoped that they would never hear us. We had no help. We had no way of fighting them off. Our Custer died, then our Yorick died. They only just managed to pass on a little bit of martial training to somebody who appropriate in the village. Then that person died. And then, with that difficult time came division. The people who wanted to remain rational and try and carve out some kind of quality of life that wasn't just being frightened and dying over and over again. And the people who spent their days praying and never giving up hope. And after a few years of this savage, frightening existence, someone found the stones by chance. There are 5 of them. Brought the stones back. They picked them up because they had pictures on them, but they didn't get back in time before nightfall. And that was how we knew that the stones had significance, because they offered a kind of protection as they were attacked. They survived and got back, and we realized that we could use them. So we hang them by the doors, we shut the windows, and it means that we can live a more comfortable life that isn't just hiding. We still have to be quiet, we still have to be careful, but with them by the doors, it helps.
And where were the stones found?
In one of the woods, by a cave, in one of the woods. We've already picked that whole area pretty clean for any more clues or any more stones. But if it helps, I'll show you that as well.
You said there were 5 stones, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is it 2 in the tavern, 1 on each door?
2. Well, technically the tavern has 3 because we have a little like balcony upstairs with a door there, and sometimes they can climb up. It's less important. We can sometimes, let's say somebody's caught outside after dark. If somebody needs to go and get them, that's the one that we use because it's a little safer. But generally, it's 3 for the tavern and 2 for the church.
Can you not just draw on other stones?
Well, no.
Okay. All right, I guess we're stuck here. Huh.
Yes, so 5 stones. We all muck along as we can, but we wouldn't all fit in one house anyway, so we make the division of church and tavern. We share everything that is harvested. Everybody has their role to play in the village, and we try and keep everybody alive. Otherwise, there have been times when we've struggled with population, when there's been not enough people to tend the fields. You know, those early days when we were trying to stay awake at night to protect ourselves and sleeping during the day, and then the fields weren't tended and there was no food. So we have to be
And then what
extremely
happened?
careful.
Just more people would come, or
Yes. I mean, you know, Balbo and I were originally in the village, but Ida, who you just met, she was not. She was actually a weaver that goes to Or's Rest with her goods, and came through and never left. You know, pretty much all the families here are blended because people lose children lose parents, and you know, so we make do as we can.
And the person that took a stone and ran, how far did they make it
Not far.
before the people caught them?
I don't know what that person's plan was. I don't even know if they had a plan.
No.
When we had the trial, instead of explaining themselves, they ranted and raved about how we would all be dead and how we were all cursed and the gods wouldn't save us. So we'll never really know their full plan.
and it's always been these monsters as well, these people.
It's the ones that you saw last night are the are common.
And
There
they
are
say
strong
what they
ones.
say to everyone. They speak as if they know things.
Yes, it seems as though they have a way of knowing you.
Well, not all of you.
So this is the church. Our spiritual leader is a priest of Pamlar, but does tend to help most of the is fairly knowledgeable on most of the major gods. Felin, and this grey-skinned furbolg, fairly elderly, shuffles out. Ah, new people. Hello. Come in to have a look at the church.
It's a pleasure. My name's Fox. I'm a follower of Lady Thorn.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm Arlen.
He's a follower of Fox, begrudgingly.
Ah, handsome couple. Come this way.
No. Fuck's sake. Okay.
What is it with romance in these people?
I don't
To be
care.
fair, you just described him as a follower of you. So
I meant quite literally.
the temple's very small and it's just got a few rows of pews, a door that's open at the moment. You get this like through breeze. It's very small, but you can see straight out to the graveyard opposite, and you see somebody tending to the graveyard. It's the same person that was scrubbing the gallows when just previously, and you're kind of introduced. Phelim says, I do know that you're going to probably have a conversation about where you want to stay, so I shall postpone my the grand tour. But when we stay, we have the stones up, and it opens up this big trap door. But it's nice down there, snug, all the things you could want. Anyway, I'm sure that you're being told all the important things, so I won't keep you. But
Phelim, if you don't mind, this is a person of the cloth. What's your take on the situation?
Buggered if I know.
Aye, shit's fucked.
I have preyed on it for 18 years. Not a sausage.
Cool.
But we won't give up. I know the gods are hearing our prayers. They're going to help
feel
us
the
out.
connection when you pray?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's just sort of there's sort of a vibe, a dial tone vibe. You're not getting any messages back.
Oh, I feel her presence. But we can't know the ways of the gods. We can't know why Panlar chooses to keep me here.
I mean, could just be that you were in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Oh, that's definitely it. Yeah. But it's more like what wrong place. Why wrong place and how wrong place.
I can answer one of those, and it's Bloodstock. Sorry, I did.
Yeah. Well, anyway, we spend a lot of days picking through the information that we've got and figuring things out. So,
I kind of say this to either of the people who are with us. Like, I have a question. The children that have been born in that time. I assume some of the children they're not. There's no kind of arrested development going on. These have been born.
No, they grow. I mean,
and how are their spirits?
it's tough. It's lonely. It's love is a difficult thing to grow in this barren landscape. We don't get a lot of births. What we get is, well, certainly all the young'uns we've got at the moment, they came through from the outside and have stayed here. We have babies born here, but they've it just so happens that the ones that were born here have succumbed.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's genuinely tragic.
Yeah, we've buried a lot of people that shouldn't have been buried.
There was a young lady who spoke to us on our way out. Am I remembering wrong, or was she a little tiefling girl?
She wasn't tiefling, she was sea elf.
That was it. There was a young...
Is it me?
About 13, 14. Sorry?
Who it was, me.
Oh, you've spoken to May, yes. May came with her parents. She was only a toddler when she arrived, and her parents lasted not that long. And Maddock and Silas have been her fathers since then. May is a sweet, sensitive young lady who is currently grieving a friend who died recently, is having a tough time of it. But we don't mean to burden you with all of our sadnesses. We should show you what we are capable of doing and all the great things that we managed to do under such difficult circumstances. Let's walk you through. You go straight through the church, and you feel yourself being kind of hurried through the graveyard, because that was like the direction you were going anyway. Yeah. And then they're trying to kind of keep you chipper, but you see this like dark-haired dwarven man who's standing there with a spade. There's a couple of like open graves, and the dwarven man is like,
Halen, well met.
Hello.
All right.
Digging.
And
okay.
I'm Fox.
You're fucking ass.
Oh no, I'm Saul, but I was digging. Sorry.
I lean over to Fox and just say, again, did I fucking ask?
Do you know, these people, they struggle to meet new people. It's exciting for some. There's a little bit of pomp and circumstance that belongs in every day, and this is just for somebody else.
Pomp and circumstance? Where do you come from? Do you come from a book?
No.
Why is that? Why are you taking so long to answer that question?
It could be said that I'm in the epilogue in a book about somebody else.
Oh, you wanky fucker. Okay, fair enough. Who?
Well, that would be telling.
It would be.
Hi, Saul. My name's Fox.
Hi, Saul.
And this gentleman here, his name is his own.
You don't have to. It's Arlen. My name's Arlen. You don't have to, like...
Bye, Fox. Bye, his own Arlen.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Jesus fucking Christ, this place. Jesus Christ was a friend of mine. All right.
You walk through out of the graveyard, and you sort of circle around the rest of the town. And Johanna says, "Would you like to? You said you wanted to see where the stones were found."
Yeah, we can wait until tomorrow if that's especially pressing.
We have a little daylight. I'm here to facilitate.
I see my friend Arlen here may drop something on our way out, and Arlen picked it up, and I think it would be, we were kind of hoping that, considering we ended up back, it would be nice to return that to young Miss May. And either we could go and do that, or maybe Arlen could go and return the thing that the young lady May dropped, and you and I could go check out the stones, if that was okay with you.
Yes, although I didn't truly follow, would you like me to describe where it is or take you there?
It depends. Is it far? Like, we could go together.
It's going to work out. You see that field over there is where Maddock and Silas are currently harvesting, and usually May helps out a little, so you may find her there. If you continue past that field and across the meadows, you'll come to a copse of trees that is mostly hazel. And when you go into that, not too far, you don't need to go too far, you'll see some uneven ground and a cave. And it was at that cave entrance that these stones were found.
Can I just insight Fox very quickly?
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome.
As to what you're up to. Okay, it was a 10 on the dice. Plus 13 overall.
I got an 18 on my unspecified charisma check. Can I offer you this? Can I offer you this in amongst that confusion? I think Fox is going to sort of lean away from our host and lean over to Arlen and be like, I'm so terribly sorry, but would you mind if I cast a spell to communicate with you telepathically?
You sneaky fucker, I'm liking you more.
Is that a yes? Sorry, I do desperately need to hear yes. Tremendous.
Yes.
Fox is going to very subtly cast message and just say to Arlen, she said she saw Dagger, and if Dagger's found a way out of here, then that is something we could do. But she said that they were telling her that she didn't see anything and she was making it up. But we know that Dagger exists. So them hearing a woman with purple hair sounded especially fantastical. But we have additional information. You kids seem to really like you, and I thought maybe I could go investigate the stones, you could go speak to May, we could reconvene at the tavern, have a drink, and work our way out of here.
Okay.
Tremendous.
Plan, man. I've got you.
Or it's less of a plan, more of a threads to pull.
Cool. Alright, thank you ever so much, Philip. I'll pop over to give this thing back to the person that it belongs to.
Rohanna goes one way, Philip goes another. You're off.
And I'm going to the cave where the stones were found.
Okay. So are you two splitting up?
Yeah, but I will say this: if it feels like I'm going quite far and it's going to take me, and my time back is going to be like risking like being there by sunset,
Darkness.
then I'm turning back. Like I'm not being silly about it.
All right. You do that thing of like, all right, you've got your job, and then you head off kind of in the same direction, but just like 10 meters apart now.
Absolutely orchestrated by Arlen.
Arlen walks close to Fox for as long as possible while still going in the right direction, just to make it even more. Yeah.
Okay. Let's do Arlen first. You step out into the fields, being careful to step over these like tidy rows of potatoes.
Cool,
just
cool,
like
cool.
the little green sprouty tops of them.
Yeah.
That are mostly withered because it is sort of harvesting time. And you get to like the far side of the field and you see these two men with their sea elf daughter. One of them is kind of lean, long face, lean, and has this like ashy hair and calloused hands and like stands up. And the other one has like long, grubby blonde hair that's a little bit like dreaded and kind of tanned skin. And they both sort of stand up and look at you approaching. And May sees you and is like trying to pretend like she's not like seeing somebody approach that she's already spoken to. Like suddenly really busy with potatoes.
I think I just sort of like not enjoy the walk up, but I walk up without any kind of real like foxisms. And when I get there, I go, afternoon. Is it Maddock and Silas?
The ashy-haired guy, like shorter ash-colored hair, puts his hand out, says, "Maddock." Yeah, Maddock.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Arlen. I came with.
I had heard there were new people. Yeah.
I came with a much more colourful character into town last night. Thought I'd say hello. If I'm gonna be here a while.
Yeah. Have you got any? Did you bring any seeds with you?
Seeds? No.
Yeah. Really? Nothing.
No. I came from the city. Not really a seeds kind of person, unfortunately.
You're just really bored of potatoes, cabbages, corn, and wheat. That's all.
Oh, sorry. Shit out of luck. Sorry, I just your little one has.
Don't worry about that. She's watched people be eaten alive. I think a little bit of swearing is fine.
Fair enough. Hey, listen. Is there anything fun to do around here when it's not, eating?
We
something?
smoked the last nap in the valley about 7 years ago, I'm afraid. So there's no drugs.
Right.
Cool. And, the ale is rationed. So you get half a cup a day.
Cool. That's cool. I'm okay with that. So that, just out of interest, that one that I had earlier is my only one.
Oh, if you had yours already, yeah. I like to
Cool.
really nurse mine when I get it over my dinner, yeah.
Great. Brilliant. I love that. Okay. Listen, we were looking for someone that came through. Elven looking person with purple hair.
You're the only newcomers. We haven't got
I kind of give May a look as I say it as well. Just kind of, we are the only people that have come. Are you sure?
May, her eyes get really, really big, and she goes, "I didn't say nothing." And Silas, the one with the longer hair, is like, "May, sweetheart, you didn't see anything. I know you miss him, but there's no other young people here. I'm sorry." She just goes back to putting her fingers in the ground and pulling up potatoes and putting them in a basket.
I think I look over and say, "That's okay. Hey, May. I've lost someone too, quite recently. It's okay to feel things. It's okay to see things. As long as they're in your mind, they're not really gone."
Did the other one eat the mussel?
Yep. I mean, he touched it an awful lot before he ate it, but just kind of squeezed it quite a lot, but he put it in his mouth. He'll thank you for it later, I'm sure. Just out of interest, where did you see? I give her a little conspiratorial wink as I say it. Where did you see this other person?
She looks to you and then looks to her dad's, looks back at you. Roll persuasion.
Cool. That was an okay one. That was better. 18 plus. Sorry, my character is not this.
I know. As soon as you drop Arlen, you get this little hyper thing where you have to move around a lot.
I have to. It has to come out some way. Plus 5, so 23.
She gets up and she brushes the muck off her and steps forward and I could show you. And she looks to her dad's, and her dad's look at you and I don't think that you should go with the new person. Just, we don't know you very. Sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but
Listen, I think it's fair enough. I wouldn't myself. Just tell me in the direction, and I'll say hello to your friend if I see him.
She looks up to you and is like, well, she was going south.
Through town or
Yeah.
Okay.
Going away.
Okay. Thank you. I don't have... You gave us something earlier. I don't have anything. I'm just not of a sad thing anyway. And I kind of pat my pockets and pat my chest, and there are just two kind of beaded necklaces around my neck. And I say, hey, can you hold on to something for me?
Yeah.
I might need it back, but...
I lose things all the time. When I'm harvesting the potatoes, I find things that from when I sowed the potatoes in the first place.
It's okay. I trust
Ida
you.
says you can't trust me.
I trust you. And I just sort of like take the sort of like rim of the little turtleneck I have on down a little bit and bring out like a necklace with 4 little beads on it that are like sort of scratched painted rocks. There's like a yellow, a green, a blue, and a red. And I just say, now this belonged to a very good friend of mine. And I carry it to remind me of her. I've got one. It helps to feel connected to something, and I know that this is my connection, it's not yours, but...
She's like listening and kind of like she keeps eyeing the necklace, and then she looks up at her dads for like approval, and the dads are sort of watching this odd thing where a stranger is giving a gift to their daughter right in front of them, but they're like,
no, I might need it back, but you can't go anywhere.
hey. She like puts her head forward to have it like put on her.
What do you think? Is this sort of equal to a muscle? I reckon so.
I like
It's a loner anyway.
Gets like caught on her ears a little bit, but you like negotiate it around, and and it hangs quite like low on her, and she's like starts immediately fiddling, like she's got really grubby fingers, and she starts fiddling with the beads. Thank you.
It's all right. Pleasure to be a part of your fine town. As I start sort of like backing out of the field, sort of south towards where she pointed.
Yeah, you get back on the path and you're walking.
Before I say that, what kind of day is daytime? Like what kind of time is it?
It's like mid-afternoon.
Oh, okay. So I have plenty of time to go and have a little stroll.
And it's summer here, so the days are longer.
Nice. I think I take my jacket off whilst I'm alone and just sort of like carry it behind my back.
You like take it off, and just for a second you're like hanging it over your arm, and you feel something in the pocket, and you like root in, and it's a potato, like earth crusted around it.
I'll take that. I'll put it back in and crack on.
Cool. Fox. You head off past the potato field towards the little wood, and you step in. You walk a little bit further in. Do you want to roll survival for me, please?
I would love to.
Fox is never seen again.
What does a cave look like? I mean, I'm not good at survival. 13? I mean, I'm following directions, right?
Yeah, and also the directions were like, you go into the wood.
Yeah.
It's like your directions, so they're not very precise. So you get to a point where you're sort of wafting about, and then you sort of see a little, a kind of stone outcropping, and indeed there is a little cave entrance.
I'm going to cast light on my left hand, the one with the golden glove, and just kind of use it to inspect and kind of slowly and carefully make my way in, looking around.
Yeah. Roll perception.
Okay. 17.
17. There's like this damp, musty smell when you go in, but it's very faint. the ground becomes a little kind of wetter underfoot after you like step out of that kind of soft forest floor kind of ground. And what you find is like very old animal bones, but the cave actually isn't very big. It's just maybe one space that is I don't know, like 15 by 15 feet.
Oh, wow. Is there any like cave paintings or carvings on the wall?
No, from your perceiving, this was pretty much where an animal lived, and that animal is now the bones at the bottom of the cave.
Become the bones. Can I look at the front? Because they said they found the stones in the front of the out the front of the cave, right? Can I just like maybe get a stick and like move the dirt around a little bit, see if like it used to be something there, like an altar or something?
Yeah. I won't make you roll for that, but how about let's have an investigation?
I won't make you roll for that, but how about you roll for that?
No, I won't roll for putting a stick in mud, but I will roll for
I
investigating.
got a
a stick in
19 on my putting a stick in mud.
Yeah, it seems to be just real mud. Like this is the genuine stuff. It's not like a facade of mud and then something else. It is that good, sweet, dank mud.
There's nothing.
This is stony ground. Obviously, it's got that like half stone, half foresty.
None of the other stones appear to be like worked or carved in any notable
No,
way.
nothing at all. Looks real natural. All natural forest, this one.
What's what are the flowers like around here?
There's not tons of flowers in the wood, but there are the bramble bushes are like at that stage where the flowers have gone, but the little bit of like blackberry has not quite, the blackberries aren't even quite green yet, if you get what I mean. So
I'm taking fully your word for that.
what I tell you what, no, would fox get that? Doesn't matter. I'm not giving it to you. Yeah, I mean the flowers that were naturally in the meadow that you walked through to get to the wood. There's the odd crocus, natural like wild crocus. There was more cow parsley and dandelions. Buttercups.
There's nothing that feels especially magic or divine. Like those stones must be mad powerful to do what they're doing, and it seems weird to just find them in the mud.
Yeah. I mean, that's information in itself.
Yeah. Feels like there were. They didn't say who found the stones, did they?
No.
Okay. Yeah.
You start making your way back?
Yeah.
You're walking back through the meadow and you smack your toe on something so hard that even though you're wearing like a nice leather boot, it fucking hurts your toe so bad.
Oh. I felt that in my diaphragm. I'm gonna take a look. What have I just booted?
You like, at first it literally just looks like a tiny little like raised bit of grass, and you go in to like look, how is this grass so fucking hard and sharp? And you realize that the grass has actually like grown over a hard object, like a corner, and you like push it away, and it is a trapdoor.
I'm gonna. There's
You
no one
open
around,
that
right?
trapdoor. There's way off is the potato field.
I'm using prestidigitation to clear off the top of the trapdoor.
Yeah. Away it goes. Trapdoor's kind of like sticky, but up it comes. And there's a fairly rotten-looking ladder going down into the darkness.
Can I see anything additional with my light?
Roll perception. Roll perception to look into that dark hole.
Natural 20.
Is it?
These red and gold dice are doing just beautiful things.
That's a good natural 20 because I literally have specific things to tell you on a natural 20.
No more suckling babes.
No more just having a first course and leaving the rest of your natural 20 for later.
He never did finish his
He never did finish a full course of natural 20. You like push your hand in through the hole and try and look and see, and what you kind of see is essentially a bunker, an abandoned bunker, and it is like you see a broken bed. And one thing that you definitely see with a natural 20 is right at the bottom of the stairs is a bear trap. And you see far across, also with a natural 20, far across the other side of this hole in the ground is a little glimmer of light.
A glimmer of light.
Tiny, tiny, tiny. Almost like it's not the right color for if it was a coin, but you know, if
like a small mirror, or like seeing a spyglass in the distance.
Yeah. Very, very faint, but that's what you get for a natural 20. Very, very faint little glimmer.
I'm just to try, I'm going to point towards the light and just cast message.
Nothing happens.
Cool. I'm going to put the lid down.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of pull some of the dirt and stuff back over it, and I'm going to head back into the town.
Oh, okay. You walk back into town. Arlen, you've headed south. What you doing? Oh, he's talking. He's saying this is the good shit.
Sorry, I was getting full sort of frantic kind of. I think as soon as I start walking in that direction, sort of like fully kind of what's his face at the end of breakfast clubbing away, I start to go, why the fuck am I doing this? Like, I don't know where she fucking pointed. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, and I think again I just sort of start going, all right, fine. Look, shush, you get in the air. Sorry, bad joke. I know. Tevi, go take a look. Molly, go over there, see if you can find her, and just start sort of again chantering away to myself. And when I get like out a certain way, I just start going, all right, Dagger, if you're out there, you're a fucking dickhead, just talking to yourself. Dagger, if you're out there, you can come out because you've got us stuck here too, so thanks for that. I don't know what you're hiding, if you are, but come out wherever you are. Fuck's sake,
Roll perception.
Me. Not Dagger. That was okay. I'm rolling okay with Arlen. Maybe I need to play Arlen more often. That is a 15 on the dice, so an 18.
There's something about the way that the words that you call out kind of almost get echoed back to you off the nearby trees, and that makes you kind of feel silly. There's really no one out here.
Fucking stupid. Wild fucking goose chase. And I pat around in my pockets and find what I can only imagine to be a bit of a slightly stale piece, like hunk of bread, a boo, the boo of
the boule that you took from Little Catel.
And just sort of pop it on like a stone or something, and just say, all right, well, if you're out here, I've left some fucking bread. Fucking take it before the little folk do. Fuck you for dragging us out here. Can I, whilst I'm out there, I'm just gonna sort of sit down and kind of just slightly bashfully kind of go, close my eyes and say, listen, Save, this is a bit of a fucking cruel joke. It's not really in your wheelhouse, but do us a solid, will you? I mean, I know I don't talk to you often, but just help us out, yeah? And I doodle a quick dick in the soil and
just a quick dick.
Just a quick dick, and stand up and say, all right, you fucker, I'm leaving. Fuck you again.
After that little prayer to the god of laughter and trickery, and the appropriate amen, which is dick doodles, you head back into town and find you kind of converge with Fox.
All right.
How was it? Did you find much?
Yeah, I found Dagger, and she's great. Got a whole house to herself in the woods. She's just making
one of those warding stones too, I imagine. Yes.
Aye, yeah, she's great. What do you fucking think? Look at us, like I'm here.
Well, I found a secret house in the woods, so it's not that far fetched that you would.
What?
I found a secret house in the woods.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Can you take the fucking boring job next time? I just fucking walked around in the fucking.
You got to
woods.
speak to people.
I did.
And you're just saying that walking around in the woods is boring. That's literally all I did.
Aye, but you found a fucking secret house.
Yeah, well,
so...
it's less about more of sort of like a bunker situation. There was a trapdoor and a ladder. There was a bear trap. Luckily, I'm more of an otter, if anything. And then there was something down there, but I didn't want to go down there without you. So I thought I'd come get you, and either we can take a look now or we can go later. But I'd hasten to. I saw like a glimmer, so you know. I'm not like a crow in which I would quite like to take a closer look at that.
Hey, listen, a glimmer's much more interesting than a dead crow. So...
No.
Maybe it's not.
Sorry.
All right. I mean, fine. Yeah, let's go take a look at your glimmer.
Let's. Also, I have sort of a worrying question. The diet seems mostly sort of bread and vegetable based here.
Yeah, you're fucked, mate.
Oh, I'm correct, but also I'm mostly worried about where did the muscle come from?
No clue. No clue. Did you eat it?
Yes, and I'm sort of regretting as much because I
I'm just
worry.
Aye.
You know, I just sort of took it at face value that it was seafood and may have been a touch eager.
Could have been a snail. And hey, snails are good.
I've eaten escargot before.
I don't know what that is, but I'm
It's-
sure it's extravagant.
It's sort of high elven for snails. Yeah,
Okay.
let's into the woods.
Right. Hey, did you know we only get half a fucking beer every day?
Oh, I didn't even finish mine. Do you think it would be there waiting for me, or is that mine gone? I
think you're fucked.
I took 2 sips and I left it on the bar. Well, we left. I didn't want to take their cups outside. You know.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
It's also
Well,
ale is quite heavy, and you know.
oh my god. Okay, just show me the fucking glimmer.
Fox is a white wine spritzer guy if ever I saw
for
one.
sure, for sure. It's rosé all day.
Yeah, you head back in the direction. You see that Silas and Maddox and May are now no longer working in the wood anymore, but it is just like late afternoon. You still have some daylight, and you head back towards the trapdoor.
Prestidigitate the moss off, like, wow,
Yep.
and then lift up the trapdoor. Careful, I didn't go in, so the bear trap is still sort of there and waiting. We could get a big stick and poke it.
I think.
Or sort of drop a medium-sized stone on it.
Do you want to do that?
I can drop a medium-sized stone. I'm gonna find a medium-sized stone and drop it on the bear trap.
I mean, roll an attack, a ranged attack.
I'm not throwing it. I'm dropping
Improvised weapon ranged. Figure that out.
it. It's just improvised, but with dex, right?
Yeah.
Oh well, it's 19 on the die, so
Yeah. That hits it.
yeah,
Imagine if I was like, no.
22.
Yeah. It you just see it like it bounces straight on the pressure plate and kind of flips over onto its side.
Is the glimmer still there?
Yeah.
I mean, Fox lights the gloved hand and heads down.
Just so you know, you had me shouting into the woods for dagger, and you found a fucking. It's not fair.
But I'm sorry, but I you know, it's sort of par for the course, really, that I go looking for and find the thing or something interesting. It's sort of.
Oh, because it's your whole fate thing, your whole destiny thing.
Oh, let's not talk about destiny. That's a dangerous. We got to be careful what we wish for on that front. But no, it's mostly just sort of. I've never really had a boring day, so.
I'm just saying.
Fox is talking up to Arlen as he's going down the ladder, and then he's going to jump off and turn around and like hold the light up and see if any what's down there. Are you coming down?
You're talking and you're like moving down and sort of talking still as your head is above the bickering that's happening is not bunker side, it's upside. And you're just thinking about, you've seen into that darkness, you've seen the glimmer, you know that you've sprung the trap already, and you're sort of bicker, and then you sort of turn around to like get back, work out what is the final step to be putting your feet on the ground. Just tell me what it is, Michelle. It's okay.
This is either really good or really bad.
You hear thunk as an arrow goes straight into your back, and you almost see it. You see the skin being pushed out as the arrow goes straight through you. What was the damage? And I'm going to tell you now, Michelle rolled a natural 20, and she's a rogue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Please take 16 points of damage and fall off the ladder.
Unconscious. Or like...
You are a heap. I mean, Arlen, you're watching the top of that golden head go down the ladder, and then you hear thunk, and you see Fox look down and then just topple backwards into not complete darkness because you have dark vision, but into the grey scale below.
I like.
We're just going to quickly move to the map, just quickly. Just so we know blow by blow exactly how this happens.
Michelle, what the fuck, man?
How dare you?
I'm so sorry.
That's so funny.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I said like... Yeah. Oh god.
Oh god.
I
she's
just
a
think
badger,
it's
isn't
really
she?
perfect. I just think it's so. It couldn't be better.
Wow. Okay.
So
I mean, are
let's
we
roll
on
for initiative.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know why I'm rolling. I got no skin in this game, man.
PvP, let's go. Oh, now you roll terribly. What on earth?
I have a +4 for initiative. That is
Do I
wild.
need to roll?
Yeah, because we want to know when you're rolling death saves, don't we?
Natural 20. Fuck, that should have been a death save.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. I thought you were up for a second then.
No.
So it is that.
So sorry.
It's honestly, it's incredibly funny and like. I mean, you know, it's a thing that is happening. Hey, listen, folks at home,
I've lost my token.
you wanted fun, exciting D&D? You got it.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh. Do you want my total? Initiative.
And I thought I was dysfunctional as a party member.
It's 7.
What's Eve's?
Daggers?
Daggers. 7.
I hope someone's clipped to the point where Michelle has killed my real world life partner has murdered my D&D character live on stream.
Look, I didn't want to wait until episode 5,
This'll come
so
up in
I'm
the
going to
divorce.
episode through this.
Please.
Next campaign, it's going to be episode 1 that everything
just-
happens.
Fox, please roll a death save for me.
Jeez.
Natural 20, come on, please.
I tell you what, do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna roll it on Owlbear.
Yeah, let everybody see it.
Let's do death saves publicly.
Oh, I'm gonna.
Wait. No, I thought we were gonna do it. So me.
Yeah,
and
we're
Fox
actually,
are
we don't do death saves that way. Death saves are between you and me.
so
Alright.
do it
Yeah.
privately between you and Lydia.
Really good
I
point.
think you can make it so only the DMCs are roll.
Yeah, but
But then what's the point of doing it on Owlbear, you know?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
just send me a picky or something.
Little picky.
A little picky.
Gotta keep it cute, because I'm gonna die.
Send you a lids.
Anchor. All right, Arlen.
I see this happen and like take the stairs like 2 at a time and literally like just I think okay, so listen, here's the thing. Tom knows this, Arlen doesn't.
You gotta do what Arlen knows.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the first thing that I see when I go down.
Okay, so you're gonna move to the ladder.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's me moving you. It's
to...
none of my business.
No. It's so fine. I need to do this stuff. I think I'm gonna come sort of plant my feet both sides of Fox's body.
You've got dark vision, which is grayscale, so you don't automatically see up. So you see that there is a figure in that darkness.
Okay, so I see just a figure, like an outline of a figure.
Well, I mean, you can do your options are perceive or fire first.
Yeah, I think I'm just like, honestly, I was gonna see if I could make like a luck save to see if I could recognize.
Well, I mean, you know
was,
what?
but...
What is your passive perception? It's 13. Roll perception, and it's, you know what? I'll let you have it.
I'll take it.
Usually, there in this house we have skill rolls are an action, but I think with your passive perception being 13, it feels very on the cusp for just kind of immediately knowing.
I'll take it. Obviously, that was a 14 on the dice, so 17.
You don't see in color, and that's the thing that you've been looking for all this time. Is this like mop of pinky purple hair? So the first thing you think is this is just a person, but then you do think that you see that like silhouette of the kind of toughened corset that Dagger was wearing, and you see another arrow is kind of being locked, but you kind of see that this person is trying to look through the darkness at you.
I just go, Dagger, is that you? It's Arlen. We met. we met yesterday, and I'm just gonna hold an Eldritch Blast, like in case.
Little bit of light like begins to swirl in between your hands.
Yeah, and you can just, I guess you can probably just see like the outline of my face, the kind of the like white light kind of reflecting in those irises. And that's my turn.
Dagger.
Oh, fucking Palar's tits! And I run over. And fuck. I'm gonna have pulled out a jar, and I'm gonna shove it in Arlen's hand and say, "Alright, get this in." And she's gonna climb up. I don't know if she can actually. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Change plan. She's not gonna do that. She's gonna run over, look at Arlen, and be like, "Pulls that," and then can
yes,
I?
Fucking hell.
Wait, do I have this?
Jesus.
And she's just gonna like whip out a jar and just where the arrow came through, Fox. She's just gonna smear it with this like, I don't know, like Vaseline. It's like Vaseline.
It's just a gentle wet Vaseline noise as it gets smeared. I mean, do you pull the arrow out or do you just let it heal round it?
I pull it out. I imagine she'll push, like roll him a little bit on his side so she can like pull it out and then kind of essentially that.
Fill the hole with Vaseline.
Yeah, take it through.
All right, roll for the healing.
Alan's just sat there like, fuck, you need to take it out like all the way through. Okay, I'm done.
Vaseline's going to do nothing apart from lubricate.
10
Get
points
that
of
arrow
healing.
10.
Jesus.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
You are up. And I think we can come out of initiative. Unless Fox jumps up and decks her.
I think I trudge up the stairs and close the fucking latch if that's what you want. Like, close the hatch. And just sort of turn around and go, what the fuck?
I have on more than one occasion been told I'm unforgettable, and by and large the consensus is I leave a good impression. How on earth have you forgotten who I am enough to fire an arrow through my sternum?
It's not about forgetting who you are. It's just, I've been hid down here for days. No one's come down there. It's just if anything's coming through, why don't you just announce yourself? You're so sneaky.
I'm sorry. I look the way I do, and my arm was glowing, and I'd opened the hatch before, looked in, and I dropped a medium-sized rock on the bear trap. Aside from singing you an introduction song, I couldn't do much more announcement.
So is this the like sitting around with
How
a
many
pint
days?
you were looking for, Fox?
No, I mean, actually, in a few years, it's going to be really funny to laugh at this. But you said days. How many days? Because we stayed one night, and now this is here.
Wait, I'm getting confused.
Yeah, do you want to roll history,
Yeah.
Dagger?
Did you dig this hole?
She made
Yeah.
fast work of interior decoration.
He's a were
Yeah.
badger.
Welcome to my home.
It's
Oh,
dank, I suppose.
22.
You're like thinking back, and the confusing thing is that you traveled by night and slept through the day, so it feels like a lot longer, but actually it makes sense. You were like, you have been, the last time that you saw them, it was like a day ago, essentially.
Oh, okay. Then,
But it was sort of like a little bit more than a day because you left in the middle of the night, so it's been a full day, yeah, day and a bit.
Yeah. Well, not days, but I've been like, I don't know, just hiding and trying to sleep when it's light out.
Have you been hiding from the ghoulies that have been saying awful things?
Yeah, they're
What-
horrid.
What do they say to you? Why have I gone your accent?
All right,
What have they said to you?
just not nice stuff.
Like what?
Arlen.
Like, why? What are they saying to you?
Hmm?
What are they saying to you?
Well, that wasn't the question, so...
Sorry,
well,
just,
then.
this is all wonderful, and I think we can kind of unpack what the ghoulies have kind of been saying, and maybe another time. Are you aware, are you stuck in the time loop that we're stuck in? Also, there's a young girl out there whose parents are telling her that she's making things up because she saw a woman with purple hair, and I think it's only right that we go and make good on that young woman's word.
No, let her think that I don't exist. Like, this place is fucked.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I think
No,
we
no,
are
no.
too.
They'll like kill outsiders or like leave them out for those ghoulies to get.
They didn't do it to us. They let us in. Opened us to hearth and home. Although, kind of very begrudgingly, and then they were like, they're going to become one of us, and then they let us leave, and then we came back, and then they were like, you've got to do it again, and we left, and then we came back, and they're like, right, now we're going to tell you everything. And they were like, and only the crazy people try and leave, and then I, quite respectfully said, I am going to try and leave still.
Don't tell them that.
I already have.
Right, well, don't let them know that I'm here then, because
Why is... What did you see? Did you see the person they hung on the gallows for the ghoulies to get?
yeah,
Rotten work. What did
They-
that person say?
they were saying something about like better to try than just resign themselves to this, seems like that person tried something. I don't know what, but
They
tried
took
to
one
get
of the
out.
stones.
One of the stones.
Yeah, there's 5 magical warding stones split between the tavern and the church. It's all very simple stuff. If you were there for orientation, this would all make perfect sense.
Jesus.
This is why the locals make you walk a few times, because there's a lot to hear when you don't leave it.
It's just
Yeah.
They've got it down pat. Even the timing of as we walked up to the church, the church person came out, perfectly on time. It's sort of well rehearsed.
Right, just quickly, just tell me everything.
Well, how did you find this hole?
Found it.
You just sort of found the hole, and just decided to live in the hole.
Oh, well, I was getting like chased, and I was trying to find somewhere to hide, and I found
The ghoulies,
this.
yes.
Yeah.
It's just interesting behavior.
Wait, what's interesting?
Sort of
I went
immediately resigning yourself to whole life. It's sort of
I hadn't resigned myself to whole life. I was just recovering.
Dagger.
Because
You had hidden, reinforced, and trapped the hole, and then immediately shot somebody in the back who came through the hole that you met a day ago.
Right, I didn't look. I didn't.
You've
bit
made a
on
home in the
edge.
hole.
Yeah, maybe I had, and you came storming into my home unannounced.
All right, pal. To be fair,
Defending my own home.
cut us some slack. It's because of you that we're all stuck here. So.
Well, I think if anything, it's because of Dagger. But
Whoa,
No,
wait,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Can you see us?
I can, but I'm sort of still laying on the floor, and you said pal, and I thought we had this interesting back and forth. And I didn't realize.
It's okay. I call everyone pal. We're not pals. It's fine. It's like it's just.
Ooh, that's almost worse than what the ghoulies said. I've got to stand up.
As you were lying there and
I'm just kind of sat on the top step kind of thing, like just elbows on knees.
Gesticulating to the rest of the bunker, you realize that the glimmer that you saw was actually like a little metal stove oven thing that was in the corner that is just embers. Like Dagger clearly had just made a tiny little fire to make something warm and then had patted it out when she heard things. So that was the glimmer that you saw before.
So when somebody opened could you see me when I opened the hole and looked in?
Oh.
Is that a lie?
I sincerely hope it's not a lie, because you hurt me.
Look,
Not in here, but sort of very specifically my abdomen.
Not in here, but also in here.
Yeah, yes.
Look,
Not here.
I'm sorry I shot you. Okay.
Apology taken. No more. Do you intend on living in the hole much longer, or are you happy to come to the tavern or the church with us?
Right. I just need you to understand. If I now come out, I have to resign myself to this life, or if I want to try and solve it, they're gonna stick me in those gallows and let me be eaten by.
They're not going to put you in the gallows. Dagger, the closest thing they have to a Custer here is a very tall woman with a rusty sword. You put an arrow through my back and all the way through my abdominal in a single shot. I think you'll be okay, push come to shove.
I don't really want to fight them all, but
I would love to not fight them. But also, if worse comes to worse, we can make a show of force and kind of spook them away. Like you do a bear. I can only assume.
We could stay down here and investigate, though.
See, this is what I mean about you kind of just immediately resigning yourself to whole life. I'm just Dagger. I'm just simply not staying in a hole.
It is quite dank down
yeah,
here.
And while it may only be half a pint of ale a day, it's still something. It's better than whatever kind of whole liquids you've got going on down here.
Have you been drinking your own piss?
Rations.
No. What, like, also, sorry, just to back up, what do you mean it's my fault? What are you guys
Your
doing
fucking
here?
fault. This fucking schmuck down here said like, oh, we need to go find her.
Why?
I'm a fucking right. It's fucking.
Because you disappeared in the middle of the night. People just don't do that.
People do.
What?
That's what I've been telling him. People fucking leave.
Yeah, like all the time.
They don't do it to me. It
Oh.
seemed like strange behaviour. Like living in a hole, so I don't think that I'm the weird one here.
Alright, the whole situation's weird, okay? It's not
Did you
like I
murder all the
wanted to live in-
crows? Did you kill all the crows on our way here?
No, why would I kill crows?
I
Wait,
don't
they're
know,
dead crows?
but I also don't know why you would live in a hole. So this is all
I've
totally
explained
alien.
it, like, I had to hide.
I know you had to hide, but then day came and you could have gone up and, sought food, warmth.
No, I've been sleeping. To catch up. Like, I got
You've
here.
entirely ruined your circadian rhythms by living in a hole. She's basically nocturnal now, Arlen.
I mean, I don't know her, so I don't really care. She can do what she wants. I mean, provided that she can help us get out of here, I'm alright.
So just so you're clear, we are trying to leave. Not just the hole, but the village itself entirely.
Okay. Yeah, good.
So for the time being, we're all aligned on a goal.
Yeah, we want to leave, but we can't let them know.
They already
Because if
know.
we start trying, yeah, but then we can't try stuff. We can't let them know that we're going to try stuff because
I
they'll.
pre-warned them that I was going to try things.
Then you're dead.
Nope, I'm still here.
They'll try and kill you. They'll put you up on the gallows.
They're not going to try and kill me.
Yeah, they are. They only care
Right.
about themselves.
I might.
Well, see, this is. I was going to say this, Arlen. I thought if anyone was going to shoot me in the back, it would be you. So maybe you're pleasantly surprised that it wasn't you. But might still come. I'm just sort of. So, your kind of preferred direction from here is another night in the hole, and then what?
I don't know. Investigate. Like, try and find what's causing
Okay,
this.
but you were seen.
By a child
Yes.
who nobody believes. Great.
Well, I mean, that's also not very fair to her. But also, I appreciate this. Arlen is pretty much all belt buckles and brooding, and you're, the hooded hole person. I'm a lot harder to hide.
Right. I'm not a whole person. I'm just sensible.
Not a whole person.
I'm not a whole person.
Look, I understand. Survival makes people do strange things. There's a chance I have just shy of half a pint of ale on the bar.
You don't.
Who would drink somebody else's pint? Half pint.
Me. I
Did you-
didn't, but look, you can live in your hole if you want. I'm just saying, are we all in agreement that we're gonna get the fuck out of here?
Both the hole and the village and the sort of time situation.
I mean, you can stay down the hole if you want. We can come and convene here, so long as you don't fucking shoot us every single time.
Alright, if you just given me some warning. I didn't know you were here. The only other people I thought were here were the people in the village and ghouls and
Okay, I think Arlen
Neither
made an
seemed
excellent
great.
point. We probably need to go back to the tavern because if they know that we didn't come back and then they see us again tomorrow or whatever they call it, that's going to be very suspicious. So then maybe we go back to the tavern, just sort of have a conversation. I also have there's something that's not quite adding up for me.
Right, what's that?
Well, they never mentioned who brought the stones back, the ones that were found, and I went to the cave and there was nothing of note there. And you'd think that the savior of their village would have, their name would have some note.
Maybe right. Two thoughts. One, maybe that person's just dead, right? Or 2, someone in this village is the cause of it, in which case we don't really want to be discussing stuff in front of them. Which is why this is...
So how are we going to find out any information if we are never in front of them?
Well, no, we can be in front of them during the day, but just can we discuss? Maybe let's discuss stuff here. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a wonderful idea. But I'm probably going to ask, where the stones come from, and where people are finding mussels.
Mussels?
Yes, I was given a small deshelled mussel, and I don't know where it came from, and I'm very concerned.
To be fair, she was very happy that you ate it, so...
It's almost worse. It's either much better or much worse, but it elevates both stakes significantly, equally as well.
Right, so are you just gonna stay down in your hole? Sorry, it's just fucking stupid. It's just fucking stupid. But like, I'm glad that you've got a hole.
Okay.
I'm worried about one thing.
Oh, just one. Go on.
Well, Arlen, sort of where was the sun when you closed the hatch on the hole?
I mean, can I just sort of like
sort of a kind of time of day situation?
Lift it up ever so slightly. Is it getting dusky?
It's dusky.
Oh, fuck. It's a bit dusky.
Oh, great. Now we're all whole people.
I mean, does it
Also,
look like we would
Fox,
have time?
roll history, yeah? Yeah?
Yeah?
Roll history, yeah?
I don't know
Oh,
what to
is
do when I
it?
don't have an NPC in the party. I'm like...
Can I just say, like, we were off screen for the is it, but it was so fucking funny. Is it?
That's an 18 history.
So they you know what this bunker is. They were in the bad old days before they found the stones. This is where they were. This is a dangerous place to live. Like you have to be hidden all night because they can rip doors off hinges. They're extremely strong. She's done well to be down here and not be found, but it is way more dangerous here than in places that are warded.
Right. This is a burrow, and my name isn't Rabbit, it's Fox. So I'm up and I'm out. That was a bit of fun. I had no intention of being a prey animal to those ghoulies.
I was about to say, because foxes live in holes as well.
Yeah, but they also kind of go into holes to eat rabbits and such, and they back themselves into they build a convenient little trap in the holes, and they kind of yes.
So
and
I was like the fox, and you were like the rabbit just now. Then
no, you were the rabbit, but you had a bow and arrow because you're a psychopath.
I don't.
I laid a trap. You okay?
Nope. The trap. No,
So
I dropped a medium-sized.
Maybe I should be called Fox.
I don't
Okay.
care.
We're going to the tavern
point?
now because the ghoulies are coming and we're trapped in a hole.
All right, fine. What am I going to say? I just wandered into this.
Somebody wandered into. Well, every newcomer just sort of wanders in.
All right.
Well done. You're the newest newcomer.
All right.
Welcome to Ludstock. You're here forever.
If one of them wants to put me, tie me up on those gallows, though,
Nobody's getting tied up without their express permission. Up and out.
all right.
But hey, at least we have a hole.
Push that hatch up. You head up. It's real
Running.
fucking.
Let's run.
As you start running, you do see these figures moving towards you. So can I get athletics checks from everybody, please?
Yes. Can I also spot where they're coming from?
Yeah. So roll athletics, but also roll perception.
19 on the dice, so 18.
Very good. Very good.
20 athletics for dagger. And
Arlen's
What else
gonna
did you
stack
say?
it.
Perception.
Yeah.
He takes
21.
after someone. Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, wait. 18 from Fox. What was your athletics?
20.
20. Arlen, what was your athletics?
5 on the dice, so 4.
What?
What was your perception, Dagger?
21.
21. Well, I tell you, the first thing that you get from your perception is your head is swiveling as you're sprinting, and you see some coming out of the tree line to the left of you, and to the right you see some that are like ambling over the meadows, and you see some that are like by the flint wall where the path would be, and also right behind you you see Arlen, who got out of the hole and then tripped on the ledge of the hatch, and it then tries to get up, but because he had been walking with his like coat slung over his shoulder and he was holding his coat, he then trips on the coat that he's holding and is like doing that perpetual falling thing that that Agatha was doing in the
Forever falling
on time, and you just kind of see that he's I mean, he is running, but it's a fall as well as a run.
Fuck. Shit.
Arlen.
Fuck. Oh.
You are falling behind. You see Dagger like looking around and looking at you like, oh well, you're gone, I guess. And
yeah, I mean,
you hear something call out to you.
What do you fucking want? How far away does it sound?
25 feet.
25.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. In that case, does it sound like what it sounded like last?
How many people have you infected with the seep on your travels?
Please roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god, my hackles went up then. You absolute horrible human. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
I feel your defenses up. I feel it. I know you're lashing out. I don't mind. I can take it.
That was a 9 on the dice, so a 14.
Yeah, you that one nearly gets you, but you feel those bees in your mind, and you're like, they don't have the seep.
I think
you push it out.
My eyes like the ring of white just starts to illuminate, and as it does, the mist starts to grow, and I just sort of throw one of the eldritch blasts.
Roll an attack.
Uh, 14. Why did I just roll it?
For viewers,
D&D Beyond.
the seep is a sickness in this world that is incurable and deadly. Deadly. I made it up before COVID happened, guys. What was that attack roll? Sorry.
14.
I'm always sitting on my
you're so
fucking thing
hot,
again.
don't have the seep.
14.
Hospital selfie. Don't want to talk about it.
It that does hit. Yeah, that does hit.
That's only 3 points of force damage as it speeds away.
Right. Give me, Arlen, can you give me another athletics check to see if you can kind of pull away and catch up to your...
Holy fucking shit! That was an 8 on the dice, so a 7. I'm gonna retire this dice for a bit. I'm gonna use my nice stone one that Lydia got me for my birthday a couple of years ago.
It's just a stone.
Okay, let's just quickly pull up a map.
Are we in initiative?
I think we might be.
we're gonna have to move on to into initiative. Yeah, we're gonna have to move into initiative.
I'm just hearing those words clamoring in my ears, and there's that kind of that's too much information.
That's not it.
No,
That's
fuck it.
wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Dagger, just so you're aware, due to the kind of tumultuous nature of the situation, we've agreed to enter a sort of sacred covenant to not discuss anything said by the ghoulies until long past this is solved.
Right. Okay.
We're just sort of blindly acting as if we didn't hear anything.
All right. Okay, I'm done with that.
Same
Yeah.
applies for you.
Yeah. Didn't hear nothing. You hear nothing. What
No,
they
no, no,
said to me.
Fernie. No.
Done.
Not until
What's
we're
the
out of
matter,
this.
No, never.
Fernie was absolutely just like, where the fuck am I? What the fuck is going on?
That is his voice.
Man. It's so hot, and I don't know why I chose to wear a jumper today.
Oh, babe.
Excuse me, madam, could you help me find my house? I seem to have misplaced my home.
Okay, so we're going with this map. We don't really need these on. I'll sort the clipping out in a minute. And
What year is it? Sorry, I'm just gonna keep doing Fern voice until you're sort of.
till I'm ready. Thank you so much for entertaining people.
The Fernie sideshow.
I'm not sure it's entertaining. More like
All right, let's get into initiative. You guys don't necessarily need to be in initiative, Dagger and Fox, because you're well on your way.
We're fine.
I'm not leaving Arlen.
Well, now I feel bad.
I may even argue that I wouldn't have gone this far.
And Dagger's like, I'll go in. I'll leave Arlen, but it's like, fuck, I'm not going in to speak to people on my own.
I love that Dagger and Arlen both had exactly the same reaction. It's like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. His name's Mike. Sorry. That was a little non sequitur.
Okay.
I think this is what you'll get in this campaign, and I'm so sorry. It'll be like really condensed bursts of Tom outside of playing Arlen, because Arlen's so not Tom.
Can we just acknowledge the fact there's a literal hog on the spit moving on this map?
Yeah, I love it. A little animation.
Oh, it's moving. Oh my goodness.
It's sort of like the torches flicker, the smoke that comes out of the stove is moving. It's
Look at that little piggy dance. He's dancing. Oh no, get off the floor.
Okay, so what we've got is Fox, Creature, Arlen, Daggers on our own journey. So
I haven't actually.
did you not roll initiative?
No,
No,
sorry.
no, I didn't.
Fernie voice.
I was
No.
so excited to get out my Fernie voice. Get out me Fernie.
13 for Dagger.
Did you? Are you comfortable with me saying I didn't run this far away from Arlen?
Yeah, put yourself. Well, yeah, put yourself wherever.
I don't
you
mean
want
lots.
to
I
be.
just mean like there. Like
I did try and make a bigger map, people, but actually it didn't fit on the thing.
that's fine. I don't think I would have been that close to rounding the corner without Arlen being like. you
Okay.
know. So I put myself a little bit back.
Is everyone got the correct initiative? I forgot what. Michelle, are you happy putting in Dagger's initiative?
Yeah, I said 13.
I'll do it.
Oh, where? Wait.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
You're in.
Okay.
Oh, apologies. I can see.
Arlen.
Thank you.
Misses one session, she already forgets how the map works.
I forgot. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I think I just 10 foot. Is that the only one around me currently?
No, there's others. There's plenty. This is the one that's within distance of being able to hurt you and has drawn closer, but there are plenty of silhouettes.
In that case, I think for now I'm just gonna push again with the Will-o'-the-Wisp and just say, "Get the fuck away from me!" As I cast Eldritch Blast again. It's going to be
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. It's going to be a running theme through this campaign. That was, I think, slightly better than the last one, but only slightly. That's a 14 to hit.
14 hits.
1 point of damage.
Rad.
And I am going to start running again.
Did someone just punch a microphone?
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
No, I thought my AirPods just broke. I was like, shit.
And I'm gonna run so that I'm in equal. No, I'm not, because that's off the map. So I'm gonna go just behind Fox, and that's my turn.
Dagger.
Right, how do I get into this place?
Round the front.
The door is,
the
you have to
front.
go all the way to like past the gallows and then round. That's where the front door is.
Okay, then we're gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
And then I'm just gonna hold an action to basically, as they come running round, if anything comes running behind them, I want to fire at them.
Cool.
Not us though, yeah? Not us this time?
And unless there's not enough time, in which case I'm going for Arlen's ankle, so he'll fall over. They'll eat him first, giving us time to get
Okay, good to know. Good to know. Next up, Fox.
I'm gonna, just as Arlen catches up, I'm just gonna say, let's not become one of those cautionary tales you have so much pity for, yes? And I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration. And run.
Cool.
Is it bardic is bonus, right?
Yes.
And then I'm gonna hold my action to dash when Arlen catches up. That makes sense? Can I do that? You happy with that?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, that is 16 to hit.
16 hits.
That is 5 slashing damage as this like dark, gnarled, bony hand comes out and slashes at the polar neck of your beloved top.
Oof. How dare.
Not the turtleneck. Okay, and it's done its movement, it's done its action. That's it. Up next, Adeline.
Yes. I think this sort of pain, kind of like this mist that is coalescing around me. The pain kind of gives me like a shock of breath, and as I breathe in mist, misty tendrils just like shoot out of my back, kind of anime style. Can it make a strength saving throw for me, please?
It's a natural 1.
Oh, incredible. This creature is kind of like wrapped in these tendrils, and just like the tendrils just kind of like squeeze and twist into kind of like I would arguably say quite a painful situation to be in.
Arguably quite a painful situation to be in.
Fucking a 6 and a 5 on the dice for Arms of Hadar.
It does damage. You could
say
it's sort of a damaging situation to be in.
Could say does a little bit of damage for 11 points of damage, necrotic damage.
Okay, good to know.
And it can't take reactions until its next turn, so I am going to do a bit more running. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Does that trigger my
That's
reaction?
my turn. Action, reaction. What? Huh?
I was asking Diddy if that could trigger my reaction.
Yeah. Okay.
That's my
Dagger.
turn.
Let's just got a bow out. If I like took a couple of steps this way, could I fire at it?
You sure could. Straight line. It's a bit funny with the perspective because the walls make it look like it's in the wall, but it's not.
Yeah, I just imagine it's running down the wall.
You know, you're an artist.
Yeah, 17.
That hits.
Beautiful.
You don't have sneak attack though, because
I wasn't hidden. But I just checked. I need to be adding a D4, I believe.
you do.
Ooh. Oh, God, bah.
I get confused. It's 3. 6, 9. 9 and 7. 16 points of damage.
Wow.
It's being held by these tendrils, and that now it's just hanging from the grip of the spell that it was in, but it is bid.
Beautiful. 5, 10, 15, 20? If I can be on that space.
Yep.
And that's my turn.
20?
Yeah, because
Yes, I
you
moved
did.
10 feet over.
Oh, sorry. I thought you just gave away some information about your character.
Yeah,
But
she's a
silly me.
quarterling.
Yeah.
She's a half elf, just got really tiny legs.
The Shetland
Fox.
half-elf. Fox is gonna run around here and just very lightly rap on the door and be like, it's your favourite newcomer. Don't open the door just yet. Arlen's catching up, but I'll let you know when he's here. Just be ready. And just kind of have a hand on the door, just like ready to like help it open. But what I don't want to do is get him to open the door and just try and convince him to hold it open. I'm waiting until everyone's here, then we go in together.
Okay. Okay, Arlen.
Yeah, I think 5, 10, 15. Sorry, I can't see the 20,
If you
25.
click the ruler tool, there's a movement option at the
30.
top.
Problem with that
Incredible.
movement tool is that if you're needing to do a bit of
You can just do little.
Yeah.
jiggery pokery.
And then I'm gonna dash 5, 10, 15, 20. And I'm just gonna sort of stand there, kind of like wheezing a little bit. It's the smokes, man. That's my turn.
Okay, cool. Dagger.
Yeah. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, as you kind of
We're
collect
still
there, the door gets opened.
Don't be
and
surprised if we
Fox,
have a third, and just kind of bring them both in and close the door behind us.
like it's opened by Balbo. You come in, Fox comes in. Can you roll a dex saving throw, please?
Who?
Yes. Me? Dagger?
Yeah, Dagger.
Dex saving throw. 23.
You just see this like fairly large hand go towards you to shove you back out of the door, and yeah, like that. And you just immediately duck underneath it and into the tavern, and the door is shut, and there's suddenly chaos where people are like pointing at Dagger and going, "You have to get her out of here! What is that? You've brought one of them in! You've brought one of them in!"
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No. Do you remember we said we were looking for someone? We found them. We know her from before we came here. She was the person we're looking for.
Can I
Roll
insight?
persuasion. Roll persuasion.
Fucking
Yeah, and roll
let's
insight
go.
if you want. Yeah. What is it with your camera, Michelle? I
No,
just
it
want
doesn't
to
wanna focus.
24.
Wasn't the bit
24 on persuasion. What was the insight?
13?
13. People are frightened. People are genuinely frightened, and like you've literally brought a ghoul in with you.
Does it
Um,
look like they're seeing a ghoul?
You don't know on a 13,
Okay.
but on a 21, I think you said,
24.
24 persuasion, there's a little bit of like, well, certainly like the bolts get put on the front door again, so it's locked behind you. They're not like still trying to get her out, and there's like a fractional like they're not absolutely ready to go into initiative again.
Can I
So,
roll
yeah.
insight?
Yeah, you can roll
I
insight for
think
sure.
Dagger's like, am I about to fight everyone in this tavern?
Yeah, there's like Dagger. There's like there's quite a few people here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's like nearly 10 people in this tavern, and sort of like blankets and bedrolls and all sorts of like things here that make you realize people are camping in here.
I only rolled a 10.
Yeah.
So
You're not really sure. You're panicking as well as like them panicking. It's chaos.
Yeah.
Right, everybody.
This is what we're talking about when we say that newcomers are a danger to us. You came back late. You bring a stranger.
In our defence, I wasn't given a especially specific curfew, but you know, noted.
Darkness.
Yeah, I couldn't see the sun where I was, so like I appreciate that. I apologise for my tone. But it won't happen again.
She's capable.
And she can share our rations.
Wait, what?
My rations. It's
Well, sit down. We need to go through some things.
I'm sorry. I have a couple of questions. One's a bit potentially lighthearted, and one less so. If you don't mind, before we get into whatever conversation, we've briefed her on the situation, just so you're aware.
Mm-hmm.
The first question is, I was handed a mussel yesterday, and I was just wondering if you had any kind of inkling of where that came from.
Yeah, we have the lake.
Tremendous.
Fresh morsel
Love
mussel,
that.
yeah.
Couldn't have been better. The second one was, you mentioned the person who found the warding stones, or you know, whatever you've taken to call them. Who found the stones, if you don't mind me asking?
Somebody who is no longer with us.
Insight check.
Yes, yeah. There's a bit of like silence, and then this woman steps forward. She has like short chestnut hair. To your eyes, she'd probably be mostly a dwarven woman. And she steps forward with her arms crossed and goes, that was my late husband, Evan, who found them.
I rolled a 19 on insight.
Insight on the person who said, "Oh, it's somebody." So it was Rohana, the woman that runs the tavern, or the sort of tavern owners, who is a red-headed half elf. And what was the number?
19.
19. To your eyes, she's telling the truth.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was Evan. Her husband Evan found them. Someone different.
Yeah.
Evan found stones.
The people that you know so far in this village are thus: Balbo and Rohana, husband and wife duo, that have been the tavern owners. They're OG people who've always lived here. Ida, who is basically a custer, but not really, just somebody with a sword. And not in this place is Phelim, the kind of spiritual leader. This mostly dwarven woman who is called Sheena, and she introduces herself to you. You know May, who is a sea elf, like 14-year-old kid. Maddock and Silas, who work the fields, who are her dads. I think that's everybody that you've met. I just thought I'd list them through. Oh, you met Saul, who is who's a dwarf, who's digging.
Loves to dig.
They're not here. Both of those people are church people. You forgive them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Sheena kind of comes forward and shakes, introduces herself and says, "Yeah, it was my husband who found him. He's gone now, though."
My condolences.
We get used to it.
Can I take a look at these stones?
Don't touch
Not
though,
gonna touch
because they've got to stay by the door. But she points back to the door that's been
I
locked.
hand Dagger the drawings I made of them, the notes I took, and that kind of stuff.
Do you mind if I draw on this?
I'd really rather you didn't.
Dagger takes out her own sketchbook and starts
So
copying.
why did you ask?
Why does everyone have a sketchbook?
Mine's more of sort of like a notebook journal, and kind of like a creative jot pad sort of situation.
Yeah. Can I take a look at these stones patterns?
You can roll
anything?
investigation if you want. Yeah.
It's sort of like a second mind, like if I have ideas and they're brimming too much beyond, I can put them here in the sort of like a second brain and refer to them later.
I'm regretting asking, to be fair.
16 investigation.
16.
Let me tell you about the power of journaling.
It's probably about like this big, and
Manifesting.
it is maybe an inch thick, or maybe a bit more, a couple of inches thick, and either side there are shapes engraved in the stone that you don't recognize.
I think it's some kind of script, but I couldn't quite place it. It wasn't referenced in my phrase book, so I just couldn't quite put it anywhere.
Right, and what is it they do? Like, they just don't come near these things? Does it repel them?
Well, if you have them by the door, they tend not to break the door down. Combination of that and keeping the shutters closed and being quiet keeps us alive.
It only works near doors.
Well,
They haven't tried it anything else. Because if you try,
we could put it by windows, but the doors is the entrance. So
it's sort of like egress points, and
if we needed to urgently go outside after dark, you hang it from your neck.
Right.
it's just so I went. I imagine, much like many people have, I went where the stones were found, and I couldn't find any sort of rhyme or reason as to why the stones would be there than anywhere else per se. Like, it's not like there was some ancient ruin or even the cave itself was fairly kind of nondescript.
Yeah.
Was there anything?
There were some bones.
He never spoke of it.
Never spoke
Spoke of it. Yeah.
Can I
Eben
insight check
otherwise?
that? Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, of course.
Was Eben otherwise sort of divinely, arcanely, or dare say, druidically gifted?
No.
Oh.
He was picking mushrooms. Just
Mm.
came across them.
Right.
18 insight.
What you get with an 18 is like Sheena is she's sort of going through the motions of telling this story like she has a few times before. There's something emotionally that's preoccupying her, but she's sort of looking with a kind of weariness at you. Not wariness, but like weary of like telling this story again and talking about her fallen partner.
I think Arlen has just taken the spot that he took last night by the wall and is just rifling through his pockets for something to eat. And sort of says, so just enlighten us a little. The shaking of the ground, was there like a big hole that opened up or something like that, or it just shook?
No, I explained to you. Well, my wife explained to you already that we thought that the world was ending and we lost half of the town. Not half, but some of the town.
In like a hole?
No, it just went.
Sort of just disappeared. As
Yes.
if by some kind of giant sleight of hand.
Yes, the area by the lake. There was more there. There was fields there. There was taller hills. There was more river.
And now we haven't been out that direction yet. Like, is
Well,
it
you
now?
walked past that kind of that area to get out of town.
It's just like grass, or
Yeah. Do we have that? Sheena, you made that map. Sheena's like, she pulls out this like well-folded bit of parchment. She lays it down on the table. She's like, you should all just come around this table. We've got a lot to go through anyway. You're not going to get an early night. Just keep your voices down, all right?
I do have one thing it's really been bugging me since this morning. It's been 18 years and the well hasn't run dry.
No. No, I don't know. We live the same day, though.
Yes, but you have to regrow the cabbages and such, right? Or
We plant the cabbages grow.
and if you don't plant the cabbages, no cabbages grow. So it's not entirely the same day.
No, but we haven't.
You said there were times where you didn't plant crops, and as a result, there was no harvest.
That's true, but on that day, we're living in the middle of summer.
Yeah. So
So there weren't seeds in the ground.
But if there weren't seeds in the ground, and then you planted seeds, and then you got a harvest, it's not entirely the same day.
Well, no, but it's the same thing as, like, they could do one thing today and another thing tomorrow. The day
Correct.
is still the same, but it's different because they're doing something different.
Yes, but the things they're doing today do have an effect on the next day, even though it's the same day within sort of time and seasonally such. Like, they're planting crops and they're grown the next day.
Alright, so what else have you got to tell us?
Yeah, show us this map.
What more information do you have?
This map is sort of not hastily, but it is well worn, and it's not a particularly like precise map because it has been made by Sheena in the last like 18 years of the area. Like so I'm just waiting for WhatsApp to come up so that I can send you this image.
Can I ask another question while you're waiting? Just
Yeah.
Did Vera tell me the name of the tavern?
She didn't. Do you want to? You would. I mean, it's got a sign outside. If you want to roll history for us to see if you know, if you like read the name of the tavern.
I'm just my thought process is, my thought at the moment is that half of Lovestock is like in normal, and then this bit of the town is what's like stuck in this loop. So I'm trying to work out if I got sent to like there is a normal side of Lovestock that is out there. But 13 history.
The tavern is called the Silver Dragon.
Cute. That's real cute.
Okay, finally. Sorry, WhatsApp did not want to play ball there. That gives you kind of an understanding of the basic layout. I'm going to put for folks who are watching, who did I just send that to? Oh, it's still connecting. You know what I might do? No.
I think WhatsApp's playing up.
Yeah, I think WhatsApp's
Do you know what
playing.
might be useful just for the time being is I'm going to upload it to Owlbear, and that way the viewers can watch it as well.
Perfect.
New map from.
So what's everyone's theories so far?
I ain't got a Scoobies right now. It feels a bit.
It's the same day.
It feels a bit Dunwich. Which
I
is
think.
like East Anglian bit of folklore.
Yeah, I think we're stuck between planes. It's like a slip, but we're like not.
So
through.
we're the slip.
I think
No,
we're in a
but-
demi-plane.
Yeah.
There we go.
We're neither Fae nor material. Wild theories.
So if you take a look at Owlbear, you'll see the map. Again, this doesn't have precise measurements because it's not a cartographer that's made this. And whilst you're looking at it, I think it's probably like Balbo, who says, right, okay, so what are your skills? What job do you want? You can always use help in the fields.
I'll help in the field, but I have a question. I don't think I've seen any. I assume there are no animals or anything to hunt or that sort of stuff.
Oh, we have small flock. We're very, very careful with our flock.
But you don't get like wildlife wandering in.
We did, but we haven't seen any for a while.
So, if you were to, say, have a big feast, your flock wouldn't magically replenish come the morning.
No.
I don't think we're living this. This isn't the same day.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Living things, plant matter, people, animals, they have a life cycle. Inanimate things, stones, water, they are the same.
But
The cabbages.
but then
Wait, right, come on, let's just follow this thought. If you don't think this is the same day, what do you think?
I think it's when you were young, did you ever find insects that you thought were especially appealing, and you put them inside little jars with some sticks and some dirt and some old leaves, and you kind of put the top on and puncture them and kind of keep them in your room as such?
No.
No, but you think that this is like a cage almost.
Maybe. I'm just wildly theorizing.
Okay.
Also, in terms of skills, I'm mostly an entertainer, but I have some martial training. I'm being modest. I have quite a lot of martial training. I was top in my class at fencing, but it's sort of by the by.
Well, that is good because we do go through law enforcement quickly.
I would really like to not be gone through. And also, I don't think many of these ghouls, follow standard fencing protocol, and I don't think it's fair.
I've had some medical training. Patching
Tomorrow
up.
we shall introduce you to Hiram. It's
Okay.
a perfume salesman that came through here a while back and now makes poultices for those who are sick or ailed.
Okay.
Will poultices.
Yes, Michelle.
Just so I get my bearings. So, what direction did we come from?
So basically, you came from the top of the map, which is actually like if you turned the map like this. So going, sorry, I could have done this like a much more easy way, but that's just not how my brain worked. But looking at the map, right-hand side is north.
Yeah.
You were going west to east. And you entered the map from the top to the bottom. I know, I'm so sorry. I'll put like a compass on the page. But yeah, essentially, if you turn your
Yeah. So we came from the west, kind of.
Yes, you did, yeah.
And what part are they saying is gone?
Where the hills and the lake are, there used to be much more there, and there were bigger hills.
What at the bottom of the map?
Yeah, south.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so there used to
east.
be more village there.
Oh.
Is that right, Lids?
Not village, just land. Yeah, land. Let me wait. I'm not on the.
Okay.
Let me draw.
Oh, this is real level.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. You beat me to it.
So there used to just be more land there, and now it's. Sorry, I this is probably like so doesn't matter, but I just want to understand.
No, it's good to get all the details. It's good.
It super matters.
Yeah.
It's not like there's a gap in the land. Like it's just there's
that's
stuff
what I mean.
that was there that isn't.
Like,
And you can still go there.
this is the area that they're talking about.
So
Yes.
there was more. What do they mean? There was more land there. Like it used to take 20 minutes to walk to the lake, and now it only takes 10. Or is it like?
I think it's like hills.
There were hills, now it's flat. Do you know what I mean?
They point to this area here, this little set of hills,
Yeah.
and Balbo says that by his estimation, to walk from the tavern to here took like an hour longer than it does now.
Oh.
Okay.
Bearing in mind, when you guys left the village, Fox and Arlen, you walked out this way, down here, and then you came out here, and
That's
full
so funny,
thing
Lydia.
took.
On the
a
stream,
couple hours.
you put your little icon right through the slip in the Wards of the Vale logo, and then pulled it down the side. Yeah.
That took you took you a few hours to do that.
So there was
Okay.
just more bloodstock in between here and the river.
Yeah.
It's like someone's like folded a piece of paper.
Like, I don't know. I feel like it's sciencey.
You cannot see the scars. It simply disappeared. There were people working that land, and they are gone.
Yeah, because they're not gone. They're just still there. Like
Just in the fold.
maybe they're in the fold, or maybe they went through to another side.
Dagger, you're like talking about all this and like figuring it out and going through it, and you realize that next to you there is a 14-year-old like sea elf who's like stood next to you going like she's with you, like she's absolutely your like she's just so close. You sort of feel the warmth of her arm right next to you, and she's like
You alright, Bear? What do you think? What do you know?
I go down there to pick mussels when my dad's let me, and there's cockles down there as well. There's good pickings.
Nice.
And one day I hope that I'll find a pearl, but my dad say that I won't because they're only little mussels. And freshwater mussels, they got reasons and then I don't here.
Look,
Alright. But you don't.
look, I don't think.
I just pat her on the head.
I don't think there's anything that we're gonna get sorted during the night, right?
I concur.
Has anyone like collated a list, a collection of all the things you've tried, all the information you have, where are these things coming from? They obviously only attack at night. When I just look now, it seems like they're not coming from within the town, they're coming from the edges. Do you have a collection of that information?
We did all of that.
I know you've done it
We've
all.
done that for 18 years.
And you've got a collection of it then?
We know everything.
Alright, okay.
Tomorrow, we will set you to work. My advice to you, settle into your new life. Us tavern people, we are rational thinkers. We get the most out of our life. We work the land hard. We enjoy our drink of an evening. We don't torment ourselves with hope. If you have hope, you're a church person.
Oh, that's what church or tavern people are. Alright.
They are the ones that plot, put their life at risk all the time. They pray to the gods to save them, and they torture themselves thinking that they will be saved.
Well, no,
Here,
God's gonna save
we
them.
just make a life.
I'm so incredibly sorry to disappoint, but I think come morning, I think I may have to assign myself as a church person.
Right.
I vote whole people.
See, this problem is, Dagger, that's a whole in-joke situation that we now have to explain to 20 to 25 people.
No, we
Nope.
don't.
No, don't have to do anything.
You see that people are like tucking themselves in for the evening.
Is my half pint still on the bar?
No.
Arlen, you were right.
I know. Hey, Dagger. We're gonna take watch.
Funny. Yeah, I'll take watch if you want. It's not like I'm gonna go anywhere, is it?
You could
Too
go back to
fucking
your
right.
hole. Although I
Oh,
wouldn't
now I-
recommend it.
No, I think you dragged me here. I'll stay here, thanks.
But let's cosmically, let's say that you brought us here, so
Right, okay. Can we just we just need to get this out there because I'm not having you blame
Oh,
me for you,
you don't.
being here.
It's fine. It's fine.
Alright.
I've come to learn it's one of Arlen's favourite things, just sort of lilt out of a conversation rather than kind of end it with any kind of sort of punctuation.
I think Arlen sort of like drags his coat over him and just sort of gives the peace sign and then sort of
The
This
sinking
out.
Terminator.
yeah.
You guys settle in to sleep. Dagger. Do you go right to sleep?
No.
What are you
I-
up to?
I'm fucking being sneaky. I'm being sneaky. I'm not gonna go outside necessarily because
No.
I know that's dangerous, but she don't trust these people. Someone's up something, someone knows something. So she's almost definitely going to be snooping. and
Okay.
seeing who else is
You
sleeping.
wait until you hear like the kind of soft unison of deep sleeping breaths from everyone in this room, and you step lightly over the various bodies of sleeping people, and you start to snoop. You've seen the map of the tavern. There's like a kitchen behind it. You're like going through the pantry. It's like a little area with old empty casks of ale, some that are like one that's got some brewing. And when you're in the pantry, you're just sort of walking through, checking things, just like you never know when you'll find an interesting little detail behind a like jar of preserved something or others. And something out the window catches your eye. Looking out, something out of the darkness comes towards the window, and it is not the kind of strange lollop of the creatures that you fought when you first came here. In fact, this is a person. Bright eyes, scruffy short hair, glasses, this like small slight frame, tears running down his eyes, and he comes up like he's a half elf, comes up to the window and goes, "Eva, fuck, I found you! I can't believe I found you! I can't believe it! They haven't seen me. They haven't seen me. I can't believe I caught up to you."
Michelle, you can't stage whisper. We absolutely cannot hear that at all.
Yes, I can.
I followed you. I know that you wanted to go on an adventure with him, but I wanted to show you that I'm really tough and I could come as well. I could come.
Come round to the front. Come round to the front.
No, open the window. I'm. You know they've been
I
following.
open it.
Like climbs through and like puts his hands on your shoulders and like, I killed a wolf. I killed a wolf. I can't believe it. With my magic, I become a wizard. I'm a wizard. And then as he's got like his hands on your shoulders, this like look of glee, how excited he is to be an adventurer, his mouth opens.
No,
And he
Lydia!
chomps down on your neck.
Lydia! You can't do that to me!
That is a 17 to hit.
Oh my god, that hits! Oh, you can't! You can't!
I'm so sorry, but I just can't.
Law and gore. Law and gore.
What is all of this? I wish to know now.
Wish to know.
You best believe that that's some of the first notes that I've made this session.
Wait, we're in a mystery and now you're making notes?
To be fair, I actually have a full page of notes in this one.
That is 8 points of damage as this enormous mouth comes screeching around like your traps area here, bites straight through your hood. Let's get the map up.
Bites your hood.
I think this is the right map.
No spook for you.
You are... Oh, bollocks. Excuse me.
Oh, what does it mean? Ever? Dagger never after.
You guys are sleeping here.
I don't know,
You
I'm so
guys are
tired.
sleeping here. But I think
Oh, no.
Arlen said he was like up against a wall, so let's put him here. Let's have the...
I should have made an insight check!
Your whole fucking shit
Got me.
is inside check.
I know.
I thought my passive insight would be good enough.
No, you didn't.
It was not. No, I didn't.
It's what
Gonna
my
make a note
character
of that
would
whole
Okay,
thing.
I'm not gonna put tokens out for absolutely everybody, but if you can roll initiative.
Oh Jesus! All of
do.
us?
Oh my god. 19.
Pop it in the thing.
Yep,
Oh,
doing
yeah.
it.
I rolled a 12.
Ooh, I put 111, which is not right.
You
Okay.
111 on an initiative check.
I was so hoping I'd pull that off. I'm actually like shaking a little bit.
I'm so easy to manipulate in D&D, and it makes for some great stuff, but man, I hate it every time.
Yeah, we'll call it roleplay.
All right. So if those are the rolls, Fox, you remain asleep. Dagger, it's your go.
Oh, I'm not gonna get sneak attack on this.
Peepers.
Oh, this is the wrong kind of music, right?
Yeah,
Let's-
we need something more intense than this. Right,
No, we
come
don't.
on, nat 20.
Bumpers. Where'd you get those chompers?
She just whips out a dagger that she keeps on her thigh. Oh, okay. 21.
21 hits as you push your dagger into this figure that still looks like this young half elf with glasses, but now has this like huge mouth dripping with blood.
You were going to give us a name for a second there, weren't you?
It's horrid.
We can call
7
him More
points.
Boy for now.
7 points
The
of damage.
boy with the more.
7 points of damage to this boy, this child, this
Oh.
sweet little boy with with nothing but a magic book.
The summer's
I am
babe.
possessed. What did you say? How much damage? Sorry, I was too busy.
7.
winding up. 7.
You were too busy doing a bit.
Okay.
Can
Then
we
you will
do-
continue to be asleep unless you've got anything else for your round.
Bonus action.
Cry.
Bonus action cry. Fox, Arlen, help!
Can you roll a performance check?
Oh shit. 18.
Ooh.
Okay. If that's your full go, we move on to Arlen. You just about rouse from your sleep to hear, you think in the next rooms you heard your name being called.
I roll over and go back to sleep. No, I'll sort of like get up and sort of move through 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh,
Oh, 15. 15.
yeah, I think it's difficult terrain because people are sleeping on the floor as well. So,
I do canonically sleep standing up.
and what you've done there is you put yourself absolutely in the center of 4 squares.
Oh, you can actually see the squares if you zoom in.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. There are squares there. I just make them faint because I wanted to keep the illusion of realism.
So fine, I can now see them now that I'm zoomed. 5, 10. I think that's all I've got, right? If it's half movement from 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Nice.
Oh wait, bonus action dash, I guess.
Bonus action
Right.
dash.
Action dash, right? So, and that will be
Half normal.
No,
full
is
movement,
15.
but then half, so it'll be 15. 5, 10, 15.
Just beat Fox away.
And I just kind of like pat Fox on the head, go, you hear that?
All right. Next up. An 18 on the dice.
Big jumper.
So that is 24 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
Where are all my D? Very
Just use a
overcrowded.
D4. Just use a D4, Lids.
Just call it 1 point
Filled
damage.
up my dice tray when I played Dear Mini with all sorts of sets of dice that I don't normally use.
Hey, fun fact, I really don't think the thing on the spit is a pig.
Oh,
It's got
that's
weird
very
things on its
low.
back, right?
Low damage. You take 5 points of piercing as it tries to chew back on your shoulder a little bit.
Don't love
It's
that that's
enough.
low.
I'm level 1.
Are you down?
Yeah. I have 11 hit points.
Cool. And it is then that
Hey, you know that joke about you playing a different character every single week?
we might still get it.
It might actually happen.
Another creature crawls in through the window that was not shut behind you.
We bring in one person.
I'm a
They're gonna
liability.
They're going to be so mad. The tavern people are going to be so mad. Okay, that's them. Fox, it's your go.
I shoot my wake.
Yep.
I rouse. I get up and it's beep. Do I see like a kerfuffle happening from through the door?
No, the door's not open.
Close that door, don't you, Dagger? Not the window. Yeah, then I use my action to dash. Boom, boom. And then open the door. Well,
You see-
shit. Beasties.
A creature.
First ghoulies, now
the-
beasties. This is
What you see right in front of you.
despicable. Dagger, get up. I
When-
brought you in here by my name, and I won't have it tarnished. I'm going to give you bardic inspiration.
Not sure if he can hear me. Can he hear me?
I think-
Action, but that's my turn.
Can you
I
hear
think
me,
there's a
Nikki?
lag. I think there's a massive lag for those two.
Oh, right. Okay. Sorry. I'm not sure that Nikki can hear me, which is.
I can hear you. I can hear everything.
I'm wondering if his earpods have their battery have gone or something.
Yeah.
I'll go check in a second. But he was giving me bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I'll go
I just
check.
need to explain to him what he can see. It's really important.
It sounds like it's going to be really important.
Wait. Let me run some headphones through.
No. Okay. No, it's fine. I'll sort.
Can you hear us now?
Nope, obviously not.
Just gonna wait.
I think in this moment, I'm really nervous, and I've needed a wee for the last 25 minutes. So I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stuff. Trying to get his sound back.
So you're unconscious. Let me put. Actually, it's a good moment to put the incapacitated.
On his back. Thanks, sweet.
Hey, I'm back.
You're back.
You're back. You can hear
Okay.
us?
Yeah.
As you open that door,
Yeah.
the thing that you see right in front of you is a figure of a approximately mid-30s man, dark skin, turns round, has the good twinkle in his eye that you know so well. This is a good friend of yours. PT. What are you doing here?
Why are you here?
Why are you here? This is crazy. You've done movement. You've done bonus action. Have you
I've
got
done my
anything else?
action. I action to dash as well.
You've done everything.
Yeah,
All
I've done
right.
my full
Moving
zone.
on to Dagger. Can we have a death saving throw?
Yes.
please?
Did you
Holy
give me
shit.
bardic
I
inspiration?
did. That was my
Sorry.
bonus action. Yeah.
Wait, can an unconscious person take bardic inspiration for a death save?
They can hear me.
Okay, yeah,
I
because
don't-
you're not fully. We
Oh, yeah.
say you're dipping in and out of consciousness. So that's fair. That's very fair.
Let's
Is that
go.
Is that
Natural
natural 20?
20.
Hell yeah.
Incredible.
Also,
I'm
I think,
Very-
doing 1 hit point, right?
Yeah.
Natural 20.
just for ref, I think an unconscious person can still take bardic inspiration. It's any creature, and you only become an object when you die fully, as per the rules.
Okay. So that's your action. That's you done, I think, right? Because that
Yeah,
happens
I
at the end
like
of your
it
round.
at the
Yeah,
end.
yeah. Cool.
I
Arlen,
thought,
well,
I
you're
thought it happens at the beginning.
No.
Huh?
5, 10, 15. Getting through the people. 5, 10. right behind Fox. That's my movement and my action, and that's all I can do. As I look into the room to see what the fuck is going on.
okay. The creature on the far side of Dagger gets down on its knees and just starts eating her, ripping skin from.
Roll to hit.
Fucking try.
I might dodge it.
Cram it.
All right, at 17 to eat.
Yeah. I'm going unconscious again.
It's six damage.
Oh, that's
Um,
gross.
Yeah.
And then the
It's just that again.
I don't think that either Fox or Arlen see that, because what they see is this like broad, twinkly-eyed, handsome fella who's like, I can't believe it. What are the odds? And then the mouth opens so wide and moves forward to bite.
How dare you?
Is a dirty 20 to hit.
Right.
You gonna TP chaos tonight, Lydia?
I'm gonna try my hardest. That is 9 piercing damage.
Fuck.
Should have worn a shirt.
Whoa. What I shouldn't have been done is I shouldn't have been critted with an arrow in the back by the person who's supposed to be my friend.
Oh
true.
no, you're not down too.
No, I'm still up.
Okay. And top of the round. Fox.
Oh, I didn't want to do this. I really just...
PT now still has those like all the features except the mouth, which is like torn open wider with these awful like long teeth.
That's honestly incredibly rude. I can't believe you've done this. I'm... Oh, fuck. We're in a bad way.
I was sat there like, it's 10. Surely she can't. Surely she.
And I was looking at the time going, I think I could squeeze it in. I think I could really squeeze that in. We've had some early nights the last
Can I
two.
move diagonally? Can I squeeze through?
I'm going to ask for an acrobatics, and it won't be your action.
Acrobatics. I can do that one. Dirty 20.
Yep, you can move diagonally.
I'm gonna move diagonally like the bishop I am, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on Dagger. That is a D8 plus 5. That is 10 points of healing. As you just going to bring my hand down onto your forehead and just glowing like radiant light. And then, I mean, I don't have much else I could do as bonus action. You didn't use your bardic, did you?
No.
Okay.
Still got it.
Okay. This is just sort of a terrible situation, and it's incredibly disgusting and very, very, very rude. And I'm not a fan. I'm very hurt. That's my turn.
Okay. Dagger.
Dagger's gonna like kind of push this thing off her and like stand up, and then kind of seeing Fox behind, looking really hurt. Is gonna come around and stab
Fox.
P.E. I'm gonna stab Fox. I'm just doing your face.
That's my time. Why aren't you stabbing the one that we can't get to?
Because I want sneak attack.
Sneak attack.
Sorry, we're all.
Well, you don't get
struggling.
sneak attack from flanking anymore because it gives you +1, not advantage.
No, I get sneak attack as long as an
It's engaged
like
with
an
another
enemy.
enemy.
It's
Yeah.
engaged
Okay,
within 5
okay.
feet. Yeah. I'm not. It's not flanking. It's a 17 on the die.
That hit.
17.
Yeah, that hit.
D4 plus 5. Oh.
Level 1 is super fun, but also really not fun.
It's not fun. 11 points of damage.
Ooh, that's really good.
I can't do anything as a bonus action. I don't have 2 weapon fighting. I don't have another dagger. Annoyingly. If I move, yeah, I'll just stay there because I'll get attack of opportunity.
Stand up.
Cool.
I'm stood up. I stood up to attack.
All right. Arlen.
Wait. Bonus action. Can I just shut this window?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Arlen,
Very glad that you said that. This could have got worse.
Yeah.
Arlen's not cool. Arlen just goes, "What the fuck is that?" And just sends a will-o-wisp hurtling towards PT. Or tries to. Fucking nat 20.
Yes.
On D&D Beyond. That might be one of the first on D&D Beyond I've ever done. So that will be 9 points of damage on the dice, so 19 points of damage on this fucker.
Yeah, it is. It crumples to the ground.
And I think Arlen will take one more step towards the room.
Okay.
But doesn't do anything more than that. Kind of like blocking the entrance so that nothing can come through kind of either way, or trying to as much as he can. That's my turn.
The creature that was on its knees. Get the phrasing right before you say it, Lydia.
Yeah, go on.
Tearing the flesh from Dagger with its teeth. God, that I like the intrusive thoughts just wanted to scream the wrong words. Looks up now that you're standing up, it looks up at you. still like the glasses are a bit askew, and the scruffy hair and the blood dripping from its chin, and it just like smiles at you and says, "He's gonna die in a gutter now that you're not there. The other half of you." Please roll a wisdom save.
Sacred covenant, sacred covenant, sacred covenant, sacred covenant, sacred covenant.
Ah, la, 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 la.
Wisdom save.
Yes.
13.
Stop it.
Come on, you're meant to be wise. Wait. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. 18.
What did you
Bardic
just roll? Did
inspiration.
you just decide? Is this like when you were doing the 24-hour stream and you just started adding stuff? You had a bardic.
I had a bardic.
You had a bardic. Good. That
Just catch
would
the
have
eye of
failed,
Fox. Yeah.
but now it succeeds. As you have a moment and you feel this terrible pain come into your head, like, and then there's a moment when you remember Fox talking to you and you're like, I don't have to listen. And
To Fox.
you push the thoughts out of your mind. You don't have to listen to Fox, yeah. And you do not take any damage. Top of the round, Fox.
Sacred covenant, sacred covenant, sacred covenant, sacred covenant. Fox is going to run around and attack this person with a rapier.
Yep. Just a little boy in a thin little robe. I can't
He has a
believe that you are.
maul. He has a maul, Lydia. That is with a rapier. That is an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, that is 8 damage.
Did you give him damage before? I've got now numbers on a page. Dagger, you didn't actually get in any damage, did you?
On that, no, you didn't roll any.
No, what I
did
mean
you
is
do damage to him?
before he downed you.
No, because I attacked PT.
Yes.
I haven't.
Great.
And
So
then-
what was that damage again?
8 damage.
8 damage. Great.
Then I'm going to put
Yes.
out a very short knife, like a. I don't know if you know what a punch dagger is.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to put a little punch dagger, and offhand attack, because I two-weapon fight, and that is a 19 on the dice, plus 3, so it's 21 to hit
That hits.
for a measly 3 damage.
Great. Okay.
Damage is damage is damage.
After Fox is Dagger.
Stab. Stab.
Stab.
Stab.
Step.
Yep.
That's a 22 to hit.
That hits. You are looking to get I'll say this, you are looking to get like 15, if you can get 15 damage.
No. I can't.
You get a sneak attack.
You got near it for Fox.
Yeah.
You get a sneak
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah, with sneak attack, it's 11.
Did you add that
That's close.
D4 you're supposed to be adding?
Not that's it's not this.
So
Is it not? What is it then?
All right. That's Dagger. Anything else on Dagger?
I don't think so. I couldn't, but like two weapon fighting is like a thing.
No.
Like it's a thing everyone has.
Yes.
I'm just wondering if I can offhand kick
What did you attack with?
a dagger.
Then you can attack with a dagger in your offhand.
Yeah, but I don't have another dagger.
Dagger doesn't own 2 daggers.
She's not called daggers.
Yeah, one singular dagger.
That's one of the best things you've ever said.
Yeah, I know. I only have one dagger. Okay.
Wouldn't like a pantry? Is there not a knife nearby?
There's
yeah.
cheese, but no daggers.
But no, I was wondering if I could kick, but
I'm not sure.
It has to be another light
be another
melee
light
weapon.
weapon.
Yeah.
yeah.
She's not called daggers.
That really fucking tickled me.
Okay. Next up, Arlen.
In the
Arlen
subject
just
of fun name things, I can't help but hear Arlen as a northern person talking about their family friend called Lynn.
Arlen.
Yeah.
Arlen. Yeah.
I think can I sort of seeing dagger in front of this thing, I kind of like coalesce my will-o'-the-wisp into the sort of like misty whip that I've used in the past and try to kind of like just whap it around towards this creature. Or what I can do is I'll step into the room
Misty Whip is Arlen's drag name.
and then just whap at this thing.
Whop.
WAP is the name of the show that Misty Whip does.
26.
Yeah, that hits.
It's Misty Whip.
God, I'm
in
excited to have
Whap.
like modifiers for. Well, I don't need it that
You
time.
only need 4.
I got a 10.
10's great. 10 does it. It collapses on the ground. And at this point, everyone else is waking up and panicked, and you're seeing people like getting up and they're frightened and they're like grabbing the children and pulling them further away.
Like, what happens to the body? Like, are the
Take a
glasses
look.
still on it? Yeah.
You pull at like these robes that almost kind of disintegrate under your fingers, and what you find is a pile of stones.
More like crumpled
Pebbles.
stone skin. Am I right?
Okay.
Well, they crumpled, and now they're just. Dagger, what? Why did you open the door to let a ghoul in?
What the fuck are these?
Dagger? Why did you let a ghoul in, and when I tried to enter where you were, you shot me with an arrow? Especially because one of the ghouls looked like a very good family friend of mine. A brother almost.
It looked like someone you knew.
Yes.
It looked like someone I knew.
Okay, Sacred Covenant, we can address this. My main issue is, why did you let them in when you shot me with an arrow?
Because they spoke to me first.
I was speaking.
Okay, like, I don't fucking care anymore about this. If you're mad at me, and Dagger's just gonna like barge into Fox and then like try and like get away from everyone. Like,
I highly recommend not going into the room where everybody is.
no. I'm thinking more like back here. Like, I assume everyone's sleeping.
What I love about that is, in order to barge Fox, you need to actually like shove him and then walk away, like in the opposite
Yeah, and walk
direction, and
round.
like move past Arlen. Like it's a tight negotiation.
Yeah.
If it helps, like as soon as I saw Dagger kind of like struggling to find the words and just struggling in general, I think like Arlen just kind of popped out of the out of the door just to say, everything's fine. Some creatures got in. We sorted it. I'll go back to sleep. We'll keep watch.
Balbo is up and like walking through and like looking at the piles of stones and is like livid. Everybody else is like pulled away. But there are, there's Ida and Balbo have come forward to like look at what happened.
Look, it's just it won't happen again.
The biggest danger to us is newcomers.
Aye. We sorted it.
What's this stone?
Like checks the window, checks that the latch is really done, looks out.
Go back to
Glares at you and walks back into the main hall.
kind of turn back round just to see what the vibe in this room is right now.
Do you want to roll investigation on those stones?
Yeah.
I love that it's such a hard pivot because I imagine Dagger's like pushed and it's like found a corner, it's like got her hood up and it's like trying not to lose her shit and it's like really intense. And then there's Fox like
Yeah, this is not a cohesive group yet. This is still three people who are barely friends.
yeah.
Like in their own separate
Not even
genre.
acquaintances,
Yeah.
we're fully strangers.
Yeah.
Alan looks to one to the other, and just sort of puts his hands on his hips and just looks at the sky, looks at the ceiling, and just goes, "Fuck me."
19 in my investigation.
Pebbles,
That's
man.
Yeah, but
I'm going to tell you one other thing. There is that within the pebbles is one. How is a fleshy tube.
Oh.
It is blood. It's bigger than a vein. I'm just gonna say it. It's like this long. It's got a little bit of like viscera on it, and it's in amongst the stones. But other than that, the stones are pretty clean.
but what's the fleshy tube?
Like a sausage or like
What was your investigation again?
19.
Yeah, you don't.
Is it like
No.
a plant? Is it like a reed? Is
Roll
it...
medicine. Roll medicine. Roll medicine. Roll medicine.
Fuck me. Guys, there's fleshy tubes inside the stones. I don't mean to
What?
alarm anyone further, but there's fleshy tubes inside the stones.
There's one fleshy tube inside.
I've
one.
heard that sentence twice now, and I still don't know what that means.
Look at the stone. I just toss R in the stone. What's my medicine? Okay, 15. Be it flora or fauna. Could you give me that?
It's like innards.
I think
is
this
necromancy.
stone was once like some kind of rock necromancy.
I'm not in. That's
Necromancy.
for shout.
Okay. Look. The stones are there. I know you're going to investigate them. We can continue to investigate them next week. There is, the people are awake. They are going to struggle to get back to sleep. Everybody's quite het up. You guys are like pretty tense. We will go through like how moment to moment how this happens next week. But unless you decide to do anything crazy, at some point you're going to sleep and you level up. So
Thank goodness.
let's level. I mean, to be completely fair to you, if you were doing this experience wise, you would have leveled after the first session. But this is milestones, so
Yay.
So go to level 2. Let's roll your hit dice while we're on the stream, and
Yeah.
then
Oh my
next
goodness.
week we will like backpedal a bit to work out what happens just before you go to bed, and then what happens in the morning and all of that kind of
Hey.
stuff. That's very good.
What are
I
we
also
rolling?
rolled a fucking 8.
You also rolled an 8. What's our rogue get?
Oh no.
2 is the worst you can get.
Also
Six?
an 8.
An 8?
No!
Yeah.
Full hit points for everybody.
Holy
Oh
sugar!
my days. We fucking need it.
What we fucking do?
It makes
Oh,
sense. You guys are having to toughen up really quickly.
Yeah. Our bodies literally like being eaten.
Speak for yourself.
All right.
Yeah, we'll pick up here next time.
Wow.
What's the deal with old Ludstock?
What's the deal with stones?
What?
Thank you very much, Lydia.
You're very
that
welcome.
Was equal parts terrible and wonderful. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you very much for all the new followers as well. That's really lovely. And thank you very much for the raid and the subscribers. That's all delightful. If you want to catch up with what's happened so far, you've only got two previous episodes to catch up on. They're all on our YouTube.
They were kind of short ones as well. We finished at half
Yeah.
9 then, so
Also, we're on the TikToks.
Yeah.
Get involved, engage.
Look at us.
doing
We're
it.
like the young people on the TikTok.
Yeah. Thank you very much, anyone. We're going to end with this incredibly tense music still
Yes.
playing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
yes.
At Wicked Game RPG on all our socials. Don't forget to check out our friends Some of the Heroes and Dice in the Slice. Catch
Yep.
up with all the wonderful stuff we're doing on there. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Night, everybody.